now entered the space of the most entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, Pac G, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed last for show. If you hatin', just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this bitch? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
Yo.
Yeah.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
What's
Evil
up,
laugh.
Tuesday,
guys?
y'all.
Evil
What it
laugh.
do, man? Hump Daddy.
Coming to you on Hump Day, right, Peggy?
Hey,
Oh
Hump
yeah.
Daddy.
Oh yeah.
man,
I love it,
this-
man. Look at these the extra semen that didn't make it to the egg sit in the comment section defending Corey already. The show ain't even started yet.
What?
You niggas bitch.
Damn.
You can always count on the Corey sexuals to be the first bitches in the chat.
Yeah,
crowd.
man.
Oh yeah. That
Man,
shit
y'all
I love
cannot
it.
Bitch,
blame-
nigga, if you feel the hate in your heart, just do it. Like my t-shirt, pussy. You hating ass nigga. Yeah. That way.
Oh,
3G's
you called
over here,
it,
man. Y'all know what
Binky.
it is.
You called it.
What did I call?
You called it. We gonna have some people in the chat, you know. You never know who it is behind these accounts, you know. It could be anybody, you know. That's all I'm saying. Hey, you niggas is
Hey,
dick.
please.
Look at what AP boiling right now. What you want to say, man? What you got on your mind?
That was mine, no? Yeah.
Man,
What
I
that?
don't know, man. I've been
I
waiting.
was contemplating shit.
I've been waiting all week. I've been sitting here at the table, just waiting to call this nigga a yes man.
Oh, week.
All week. I ain't left. I got a little
All
bucket
week.
right here. I've been pissing the shit in right next to the goddamn computer. Call this whole ass nigga
Oh, so
a
when I
yes man.
talked to you yesterday, you was right there.
I was right here, G, contemplating,
Damn.
waiting on Corey the show to
Ain't
come
about a
on,
bitch.
taking notes. But no, real shit. I can't wait to for this show to get started because I'm ready to put a cap on this little saga.
Yes.
You know, everybody know I don't love to talk about these niggas like that, but guess what? It is fucking fun, and you
Yeah.
niggas make it funner. 'Cause them hoe ass waves, boy, be flying.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But hold on, hey, before we get started, man, let me apologize straight up. No bullshit. I damn near shouldn't be so judgmental of other people because there's flaws in me. One of the flaws in me is when I feel something and I see something, I don't always say something.
Mm.
I actually hold back sometimes because I try to be a little more respectful than I be wanting to be. So with that being said, I just want to point out that I was trying to give Kraig a little more credit only because he's favored by a lot of people.
Mhm.
And I didn't want to go against popular opinion, even though in my heart, I seen that nigga was a hoe too.
Oh,
And instead of me ever saying something about it, I suppressed my true thoughts and feelings about him because I was again scared to go against the consensus about him.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
Pete, they don't
goddamn
like
it,
you to let something like that slide, G.
but bro, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to be fair and
I
not
see the
bring
growth
him.
in you.
I didn't want to bring him in that because I'm like, you know what? Who cares if I see some hoe in him? It ain't that important. But
Check this
today,
out, Joe G.
it's important today. G, go ahead.
I don't want to cut you off, but I see the growth in you because years ago, you know, niggas like us, we just lash out. We don't argue, we don't talk, we don't do no lip boxing. We just go.
But
You know
we
what
on
I'm
the
saying? And
internet
that
now.
goes for vice versa.
We safe,
Talking shit about a nigga.
but we
And
safe
guess
in
what
our
though? You know
in our
why
little
we
rooms
talk shit
now.
about a nigga? I don't give a listen. I don't give a fuck. Listen, we still gonna back it up if you want to meet in person, nigga. We with all the smoke. It's
Nigga
3G's, nigga.
Hold on,
Not 3P's, nigga.
let's hold on, G. Let's calm down because I want to talk. I want to talk calm tonight. I don't want to yell. I don't want to get upset or nothing.
We safe on YouTube, you know.
We did put a challenge out there a couple years ago for a exhibition bout. We can keep it sports.
Mhm.
We can keep it sports. I seen
We can't do
earlier the Reaper. Shout out to the Reaper. He said, Corey, he'll put the motherfucking paws on your motherfucking ass. He said he got hands, nigga. And y'all about the same age, so this ain't, you know, elderly abuse. If it's
The same age. Oh, you talking about the Reaper and Corey?
the Reaper, yeah. So it ain't elderly abuse. He might even got you by a couple years, you know. No disrespect to bro, but I don't know how old he is. I'm just saying, like all that tough shit. We wasn't talking tough. We was just calling it like we see it. Calling you niggas hoes ain't me trying to be tough. That ain't me beating you niggas up. That's me seeing hoe ass niggas and saying something.
Yeah.
And then when it come to the yes man, that he is the type of nigga. If Corey was a nigga baby mama, he'd be the nigga that's overreacting about something. The baby mama overreacting about something. Call her cousin up, and then they go to the baby daddy house and scratch the car up and, you know, throw eggs on the car and sugar.
Put sugar in the tank.
The cousin that the baby mama go get.
Yeah.
Two hoes be outside. Two hoes outside. That's the kind of energy these niggas be having.
My lord. Well,
I just heard a lot of contradictions last night. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that I heard that, you know, was interesting, and it's always interesting to me, is when, you know, Corey tries to call out the people that watch him and hate him. But how do you know about these people if you not watching and hate watching these people that you so-called are above or that are beneath you or ain't shit, or they in their mama's house and they this and that? Why do you watch these guys? Why do you watch us? Why do you watch Reaper? Why do you watch anybody, but then go on your show and project it to other people and try to put a narrative on them like they hate watching you? We don't hate watch you. This is a what'd you say? This is a train wreck, and it's entertaining. It's entertaining to watch.
Can't look
Everybody,
away.
and this is the best analogy I got for it. When 9/11 happened, people watched them planes hit the building. They didn't take their eyes off that shit. When the first building fell to the ground, niggas screamed, but they kept their eyes and their cameras on that building. The second one fell. They was screaming again and saying, "Oh my God," and crying, but they kept their eyes and they fucking cameras rolling. People like to watch the disaster. It's entertaining, no matter what. They knew thousands of people were dying. The motherfucker said, "Let me make sure I got this for the history books." So I don't care what y'all talking about.
And we don't hate Corey. That's the thing. I mean, I personally don't regularly watch 5150 anymore. I did for years, but when this whole situation jumped off, you know, it's an algorithm. I mean, I don't know why Corey's bitch ass fans act like they don't understand. Well, you know what? No, they're stupid. They don't understand the algorithm.
He said he don't watch you. Then how do y'all know about us?
Oh my, exactly.
Why are y'all in the comments?
But that's how the algorithm is, right? When you watch things, it will throw you more things that are similar, right? So people were talking about 50, and that's what got me on it. You know, this whole situation.
Corey had some shit to say about 3G's back when Meech was on the show. So for a nigga who say Corey don't watch us, that's a lie, my boy. You hear me?
He be hate watching like he say everybody else hate watch him. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That is a pure fact.
Jackie, your mic.
Your mic going in and out, brother. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we'll come. Yeah, we'll get. Bro, it's fucking up too much. We'll hold off on a second, bro. We're gonna go in and I'll come to you in a minute. So dig this, right? Corey pieced it up. And I forgot what word this nigga used. He used some word like morals or some shit. Like when you got moralizations, you know, nigga, shut the fuck up, bro. Like you low key, you copped the plea.
Yeah.
Because you know the pressure was on. You ain't had no answer for it. You didn't have no comedy for it. You ain't even want that problem no more. That's what happened. And if it wasn't for that, it ain't in your heart to fix it with that nigga. And anybody will be a fool to think it was in your heart to fix it with your brother.
Right.
Nigga, you was the wounded deer, nigga. And Marcus was the lion in this situation.
He was.
Marcus was a motherfucking lion in this situation. And I'm telling you, bro wasn't finna let you, it wasn't gonna go good for you. So you didn't have to he act like he gave Marcus grace by fixing this and correcting their issues. Nigga, he gave you grace, nigga. if he decided to piece it up with you, he gave you grace. I know he know that, but his weird ass following don't know that. Go ahead, G.
And that's the thing too about this whole situation. It's exactly what Marcus said. It's exactly what people bring up every single time he has an issue with somebody, and then he goes and sees them in person. You got to understand something, man. That chicken picture with Stephen A. Smith is going to live on forever. And it's because we continue to see it over and over again. What that nigga Marcus say in that video, we know how you handle beef with chicken. Yes. If he felt so strongly, he said all this shit about Marcus, called him not funny, said he was untalented, said he wasn't gonna make it, sabotaged his comedy, sabotaged his show, trying to take food away from his plate because he was that mad about a roast video, then turn around and say, hey man, when you got morals, y'all can we supposed to do what we supposed to do, and you've been around somebody so long. None of that shit mattered to you because you gave him, you told him exactly how you felt about him when you first said what you said. For 2 shows straight, you said exactly how you felt about Marcus, and then when you seen him in person, you want to make it seem like, man, you were just so hurt by him not checking up on you.
But do you feel like that apology, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but do you feel like what he was saying last night equals out to be an apology? Was that a real apology, or was he just kind of telling us we cool?
Not once did this man apologize for downplaying him and discrediting him and trying to make him look like he wasn't shit, not talented, not a funny comedian, not a good person, none of that. He literally attacked his character. And the only thing Marcus did was go back with jokes. And then you got the delusional 5150 fanboys with their butt plugs in, sitting up here talking about how Marcus should have checked up on Corey. Nigga, go give that nigga a hug if y'all feel so bad about his 2 broken wrists. What the fuck are we talking about?
Let me. I'm gonna come to you real quick, Packy, after this. But let me point out that just like my analogy of Kraig and Corey being 2 little hoes running to go wreck a nigga car, Corey act like a baby mama. Or just one of them bitter, salty little bitches. You ever get a bitch mad and they act out, they tell you business, they try to, they air you out to everybody. Yeah. They damn near try to get you set up, get you caught up, get you in jail, get you whooped, get you, get the cousins on. They do all this fuck shit and then come crying to you and try to fix it. Bitch, you don't get to fix it after all the shit you just did. This shit don't just wash away, bitch. My car fucked up. Or you done called my other baby mama, or you done did this, you done did all this whole ass shit. I was supposed to just let it go, nigga. Now, Marcus could easily say, you know what? It's cool, big dog, and move on with his day. But if Marcus keep fucking with this nigga, that's like a nigga fucking with his ratchet ass bitch who damn near try to destroy your life, and all of a sudden she, you know, because she wants some dick, she want to come back and act right. Bitch, you done fucked up.
Yeah.
So I just want to say this nigga act like a hoe in a lot of different ways. Pac G, what you think, brother? I hope your audio is it's a little cracky, but go ahead, G. Damn, G. It sound bad. You try to fuck with it a little bit.
Did that Bluetooth turn back on? Something happened.
All right, G, work on it, G. Work on it a little bit, bro. We'll come back to you. So what y'all think about that? Like, I just want to point out that even in the apology, if that's what you want to call this, even in the fixing it with his boy,
yeah,
he still did it like a hoe.
Yeah, because
you still did it like a hoe.
Corey's the type of person that doesn't like to take full accountability for his actions and something, because he knows he went overboard. He know he did too much. He knows that the same respect he was expecting for Marcus, he should have gave to Marcus if he felt that strongly or had those morals. You don't come talking about morals after 2 episodes of shitting on a nigga and discrediting him and attacking his character. If you were about morals, or if it was that serious to you, instead of going to your platform first to degrade Marcus and to go in on his mom, you could have called Marcus after he made that video. You waited for a week. Marcus dropped that video the day after 5150 happened. That was on a Wednesday. He waited until next Tuesday to go in on Marcus. So y'all tell me about morals, or about people showing respect, or people having the decency to hit somebody up before some shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, because I was thinking, like, if he was really bothered by that, if he would have hit Marcus up and said, look, I saw your video, I'm not feeling that shit, like, you know, I'm really hurt, you know, we not in the best place right now. I think that, like, meaning physically hurt, not emotionally.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm really, like, I'm fucked up out here, and I'm not in the mood, like, to laugh about this like that. I think Marcus would have respected him and took it down if he just would have called him up and said that, instead of going on his show and just blasting the fuck out of him and really degrading him, because he really was degrading Marcus. It was disgusting the way.
Again, he act like a hoe.
That's whole shit.
Like
That's whole shit.
You ever seen when a chick be wild, like a you know what, Corey, like, I got one. He's like a damn dyke, like a stud.
Oh my god.
Studs be talking all that tough shit. Studs act like a whole nigga and act all tough and shit. And then as soon as you snatch that bitch up, I'm a female. I'm a whole female. And you got this bitch swinging by her sports bra. You know what I'm saying? You got the bitch. This bitch, this bitch hooping shoes dirty now because you done scuffed this bitch all around and shit. But I'm a female. You was a whole tough ass nigga 5 seconds ago.
No, but you know what? That's funny that you said that, because you know when he was throwing his little shots or whatever at the end of the show, he was like talking about people that's gonna try to go in on a dude that got it from the mud and got it from. So it's almost like trying to say that same thing, like, oh, y'all, you know, really gonna talk negative about me when I've worked so hard to get where I'm at. But I mean, you don't have any sympathy for anyone else, and when anyone shows you love, you don't care. You know, when you're getting your flowers and people say you the funniest, you dope, you this, you that, you don't be like, I appreciate that. You know, thank you for saying that. No, you get on your podcast and you talk about everybody.
Now, isn't this fucked up too? And I always feel like it's fucked up, and there always is a trait in evil people who try to disguise themselves as good people, or like they got some type of morals or some type of goodness about them. Really, they just evil inside. And I honestly feel like that's the type of approach that Corey had with it when it came to Marcus, because honestly, when you think about it, I mean, the type of things that he did and the result of him already, like, think about this. He already took what he needed. He already did the damage. Like, when the damage is done, for people that are evil individuals, when the damage is done, they always tend to try to, okay, well, now it's cool. I'm satisfied now. I done said everything I need to say about him. I done sabotaged his show. took a key component away from him, and now it's cool enough for us to patch it up and be cool now because I got what I wanted out of the situation. Motherfuckers are weird.
Well, yeah, and phony. I mean, but like, let's talk about this for a second because, you know, a lot of people kind of got roped into this, and we are, you know, going to be talking about Kraig too. But I'm thinking about how, like, when Slink was at Marcus' house for his
Yep.
birthday show, you know, and Slink, like, Marcus was trying to kind of get his shit off, and Slink kept like hushing him up, right? Now he was doing it because he is mutual friends with him and Corey, and he didn't
Yep.
want him going in on Corey, right? Like in his presence. But I just wonder, like, do you think Slink would have did that on 5150?
Hell no.
So what's the difference? Why wouldn't he?
Because he said it. He said Slink said it on that fucking show that Corey did something for him.
Oh, dude.
Well, and that's what I was saying too. I talked about that privately, but I'll say it on here, of course. The thing about that is Slink kind of gave us the right example of how you should move when you are mutual with two different people and they are into it. Unlike how Kraig is dealing with the situation, Slink was just automatically, hey man, I got love for both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hate that y'all dealing with this shit. I'm gonna let that's between y'all two. I'm gonna let y'all handle that. When you got somebody that has a lot of an opinion about a situation that they're trying to say that they are neutral in or don't have a say in, clearly you have a side and you pick the side.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Listen, I mean, I hear what y'all saying, and in a normal world, yeah, he handled it how even Kraig probably should handle it at times. Like, you know what, this enough of that. You know, let's move on. Let's go on with the show, big dog. You know, you can. There's other ways to transition him out of that. But you know what Corey would do? He'll say that Kraig hating on him for not being a yes man. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So he can't do that. But Slink made a statement on that show you talking about with Marcus where he said, man, Corey, man, look, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna tell you, I needed this. Corey looked out. And that's what I'm telling you niggas. When you the whole idea of not biting the hand that feeds you is because you're gonna rely on them to feed you again. But when you stand on your own too, I eat the motherfucking nigga who been feeding me. Fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't need your motherfucking hand. You know what I mean? I throw the money I owe you on your face, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, when you need a nigga and you still looking for a door open for that possible lick later, of course you can't go against the grain. I.e., yes, man. That ain't an insult, nigga. That's a designation for a nigga that needs you later. That's a designation for a nigga that can't speak his mind. So you know,
for him to say something along the line, or verbatim, he said it's fixable with Marcus, it's not fixable with Blaq Ron. Why? Because Blaq Ron held a mirror up. Everybody that seems to hold a mirror up to Corey seems to be his worst enemy. It's somebody he can never get along with. That's somebody who clearly wants yes men around him. If somebody that's around you that has respect for you is not afraid to combat on some of the things that you said or done and try to let you know that, you know, I don't agree with this or I don't agree with that, or maybe or disagree with you in a certain way. Marcus said the same thing. When he got his own opinion on the show, he said things start getting weird. So it's like I would take Marcus' word for it, or Blaq Ron's word for it, or anybody that's been around Corey or on the show's word for it, before I take anybody that's not been around or don't know the situation. So if Mark is saying him having his own opinion or him disagreeing or having the opposite opinion than Corey was a problem, clearly this nigga don't like being told the truth as being somebody who proclaims to be a truth teller.
Hey, Joe Blast, don't block nobody. Let them niggas disrespect.
Yeah,
leave them niggas in the comment, man.
We not Gooch the Pooch over here.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Joe Blast though.
Hey, matter of fact, blow up Big Flossie's statement right there under Joe Blast.
I just told him he a fan earlier this week.
He said, how many times have y'all said the word Corey in this week alone? Y'all love niggas. All right, look, man.
Hey,
let
we
me tell
said
you
it
something.
less than less than Stephen A. Smith, less than Grady, less than Black Ron, less than like nigga, shut the fuck up.
But this is the
Go
funny
ahead.
part. If that is your logic, Corey is a homosexual. Because how many times must he bring up the LGBTQ community or somebody being gay or some backdooria every week? Or how many times must he bring up somebody who he's not cool with or don't kick it with, don't know like that, talking crazy about him? Y'all eat that shit up because y'all some hoe ass niggas that love dick in your mouth. We over here talking about some shit that's real. Y'all can't take it, but y'all love the real talk. Y'all love when people keep it real, but you just don't like when people talk about the nigga that you in love with. Eat a dick.
That fat ass nigga is laying on his stomach with some bitch tongue in his ear. Like, listen, don't worry about what we got going on over here. Okay,
Well,
if you don't like the show, you don't like the show. But we, just like Corey, talk about what's going on, baby. It's all
Well,
good.
we ain't gotta address them niggas though. Like,
I like doing it because they stay in the
It's
comments.
funny.
They stay doing it. They
but
stay
why?
coming through.
But gee, this the point. Why? We gonna keep doing what we doing.
That's true. They
We
came
know
up,
that-
they pulled up to our show. Fuck
Now,
it. Be a
not only
fan.
that, we know that
Lamar.
95% of our content ain't 5150.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
So
we
why
had
the
a
fuck do
trilogy.
you care what these niggas say?
Yeah, you're right. But
Like,
we had
what the
we had a trilogy, okay, y'all. We had something we had to follow. So that's what we're talking about.
And this was important for us to follow because I kind of called some of this shit with Marcus years ago.
Yeah.
And I even, these niggas know who I am. Let's just keep it fucking a buck. I got them phone calls, cease and desist. I told them niggas to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, fuck you. You bitch. You know, I did all that. You know, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
And because they don't dictate what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And they not the reason why I do what I do. But this whole situation, it's a big problem for me because Corey got the ear of a lot of young men who don't have fathers, who don't really have a lot of men in their life, and they hear a man that they perceive because he acts with the bravado. He acts like he's a macho nigga, you know, low key. He a bitch the whole time though. So these young men have found a father figure type, and they actually co-sign this nigga. And this is not the type of niggas I want out in the world. I don't want more baby mama acting ass niggas out in the world. So then I got to come in and say, please don't be like this nigga.
Right.
You know, we'll be overwhelmed with fuck shit. You get what I'm saying? So the only reason why some of his behavior needs to be checked in is because it can further denigrate the society and the people that I got to live my life with it on a day to day. You know, I still live in the hood. I still be around niggas that think like street niggas and think like even hoe ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I prefer more niggas living with a code and sticking to their integrity than niggas being flip-flopping ass niggas.
Right.
So if you co-signing Corey behavior, I'm scared to live around you niggas. I'm scared to be in a society with you niggas. Cause you act like hoes, unpredictable. No accountability, emotional. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like I had to say something, because it's too many niggas that got his ear. I mean, you know, he got the ear of too many people. Excuse me.
Yeah, right.
Pac G, let's try to get your audio right for a second. I want to hear from you, Pac G. Say something, bro. Pac. Damn, bro, you trying to talk? It ain't coming through, G. On my mama, bro.
You should click out and then come back in.
Yeah, click out the whole stream and come back in and see if that changes. That might work. Actually, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and we definitely not finna address old boy because we already know what he about. Niggas been a weirdo for years and still being a weirdo.
But you know what I want to ask too is like
hey,
that
go out
whole
live and come back, Pac G.
That whole like weed versus wheat comment.
The weed versus the wheat, huh?
Yeah, like that whole conversation that Corey was having, the weed versus the wheat. How did y'all take that? What did you think about that?
Go ahead.
I feel just like Kraig, niggas will come up with a whole elaborate way to try to explain some shit. And not necessarily just like Kraig, because there's things that really do make sense that Kraig says, and the analogies he brings up for certain situations make sense. But Corey tries to do the same thing when he's in the wrong. So it looks crazy. And it's subjective. If you feel like Corey was right, you feel like he's right. If you feel like he's wrong, he's wrong. Y'all just, a lot of people just mad because we're talking about it on the platform and not sitting around on the phone, gossiping at home, scratching our nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the point of he will try too hard to bring these things up and then end up projecting himself. So the things he says end up applying to him. But he doesn't see it because he's not that self-aware. He's not as self-aware as y'all think he is.
Hey, let me hear you talk, Pat.
He's not gonna get nobody flowers anyway.
We in there, nigga. Your voice, as long as it stay like this, your voice sound good, G.
Corey ain't gonna get nobody their flowers, my nigga. He only using them to boost his own ego and his own motherfucking shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he don't give a fuck about you coming up. He may make it seem like he want to help you and help you come up, but at the same time, he gonna motherfucking tear you down. That's whole shit.
Let me ask you this question. After tearing a nigga down for 2 weeks because you think you got the upper hand, and then the tables turn on you, and then you throw in the towel, what do you think about that scenario? Because that's what happened.
Oh, shit. Listen, hey, man, a motherfucker got to get humbled some way, some form, some fashion. You hear me? Especially if you're doing whole shit to people that you supposed to be helping, my nigga. You hear me?
Right.
Because if you're helping somebody, bro, you don't need a handout or a motherfucking award to be like, oh, I helped this nigga do this or I helped this nigga do that. You feel me?
Right. You know what else? You know what else you made me? You know what you made me think about, Packy? This is why they tell you to treat everybody the same. They tell you to treat the nigga that's washing the floor the same way you treat the CEO, because you never know when that nigga that's washing the floor gonna become your motherfucking boss. So you gotta.
That nigga washing the floor could be the undercover boss, nigga, the whole time.
But you feel me though. So you can't disrespect niggas at any level because you never know where they gonna be in a few years.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean? But to niggas,
I got respect for everybody that got respect for me, G. You feel me? Respect is given. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times it's earned depending on the person. But
am I out of order? And tell the truth, Pac G. Tell the truth. Please tell me the truth. Don't be no yes man. God damn it. If
I ain't never been a yes man all my life.
Let me ask you this then. This gonna tell me. If I don't know Corey personally and I don't know Kraig personally, should I be calling them hoe ass niggas?
Shit. I mean, if the niggas got something to comment or say about anything that's going on 3G, by all means, call them niggas hoe ass niggas.
But beforehand, I was out of pocket. Beforehand, I shouldn't be just going off
sit
at the
down and have a
mouth.
conversation with these niggas because we come from a different era, AP. That's what a lot of people don't understand. We come from a different era where we'll sit down and have a conversation with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Before anything escalates to anything else like this bullshit that's going on online nowadays.
But let me say this too. One reason why I feel comfortable in calling these niggas out their name. Let me tell you why I feel so comfortable. Because I will say it to your motherfucking face.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand on everything I said.
AP, guess what? That's what I said when I was choppy. Y'all couldn't hear me good. We've been known to stand on anything we say. If I call you a bitch ass nigga on live, I'm gonna call you a bitch
when I
ass
see
nigga
you,
in your face, nigga. And guess what? It's up, nigga. After I call you a bitch, it's gonna be a fist connecting with your face, hoe ass nigga.
You're not gonna come with chicken? You're not coming with chicken?
I ain't coming with chicken. No.
But bro, Corey had the nerve to say, listen, Corey had the nerve to say that if he see niggas in person, they won't say this and they won't say that. Yeah, a lot of fanboy ass niggas ain't gonna say that. What? I'm not a fan.
But ask Corey, also hold up. Ask Corey how many times somebody came to him to talk to him about some shit that he said about somebody he doesn't know. Did he know just hilarious when he talked about that picture with her son?
Hold on, Pac G. Go ahead.
Did he know just hilarious when he talked about her in that picture with her son, regardless of how weird that shit was? Did he know her? No, he didn't. He didn't know. He doesn't know a lot of the people that he talks crazy about when they bring up subjects about certain shit, and he talks crazy about these people.
Does he know Shannon Sharp?
No, he don't know Shannon Sharp. He'll say he's seen him at one point in passing at a party somewhere in Hollywood or some shit like that, but he don't know these people. He does what we do because we followed in the footsteps of people like him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he talks about certain subjects, he talks about certain people, but he talks crazy about people. And then he expects people to just take it as, oh, that's just real. He spins some real shit. He's saying some real shit, and he making points. Yeah, he could be saying some real shit, but also something real behind that is people that you're talking about can see you in person, and these people hit you behind the scenes when shit happened. Steve Harvey hit him quick after he was saying the shit he was saying about him and his wife. You think Corey said anything else about Steve Harvey since?
No.
Y'all ain't heard him say nothing about that nigga mustache. Nothing.
But were y'all surprised at all though? Like when he was kind of telling the story last night of like how he saw Marcus and was like he was really, 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 really mad up until he laid eyes on him in person and he was like, "Come here." Because it kind of sounded like he meant come here like I want to hug you, but I guess it was come here, let's talk.
Hey, that music played when he locked eyes with Marcus that they got in GTA when it's time to drink some coffee in San Andreas. The fucking violins and the harps. Nigga, nah, the real niggas know what I'm talking about. Real niggas that play San Andreas know exactly what I'm talking about. When you take the hood bitch back to the crib and she say you want to get some coffee and you go inside and you beat them cheeks. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. But do you think that like Marcus has earned more respect after this dust up between him and Corey?
For sure. He Rocky. Yeah. Rocky lost the first fight to Apollo. You know what I'm saying? But because he stood toe to toe with the so-called champ, the shit talking ass champ, and did well, he gonna have a new level of respect. Now, as long as he don't start acting funny style or turn around and lick the nigga boot, because honestly, and you know, Mark is a grown man, he can do what he want to do. But again, I want to tell young men who might be watching this shit who don't have a gauge on what manhood is. Once a nigga disrespect you, your mama, your career, your hard work, belittle you in every way possible, and try to actively put a hold on your livelihood, even if y'all piece it up, don't you ever fuck with that lame ass nigga again.
Yeah.
Don't you ever fuck with that nigga again. So, you know, what you think, Pat G?
Cut the nigga off, G.
And that's your business. But we said it. Do what you want.
Cut him off, G.
Well, how y'all think Abe is feeling today?
Oh,
stupid than a motherfucker, man. Hold on, let me say that too, because I said it a little bit earlier, but I think people need to really understand how fucked up that is. A nigga was so selfish and so conniving that he fucked up a relationship. Even if them two got back good and they start working together again, it's never gonna be the same. It's always gonna be off because somebody decided to get between two other individuals. Something that he got mad at Grady for, even though it wasn't even Grady's doing. It was the barber standing on business and holding his morals down. Mm-hmm. But he missed the hell out his barber. I don't know if it was the cologne he was wearing. I know it wasn't the makeup. So I know it's a lot of cold ass barbers out there. I don't know what it was. If the nigga had lavender oils going in the diffuser in the shop, I don't know what it was, nigga. But Corey was hurt.
Let me put something on that, because I got a feeling that the barber probably does a lot of celebrities here. He cuts a lot of celebrities. So not only did you lose an opportunity to network with different people because you run into them at the barbershop, it was an easy choice for the barber to say, man, I can't fuck with you. It wasn't about Grady. Why would a nigga turn down money because he cool with Grady? Grady ain't from fucking LA. How fucking y'all ain't from the sandbox? He turned down Corey. He said, you know what? This is a good opportunity to tell that lame ass nigga stop coming here, because he gossip like a bitch. This nigga sit in my hair. I'm trying to line this old Curtis Mayfield lining ass shit up. And this nigga just trying to tell me about another nigga business. He keep turning around. Hey, and another thing, the other nigga and the this and the bitch and the that. And this nigga just won't stop gossiping while this nigga trying to cut somebody fucking hair. He like, man, fuck it, man. All money ain't good money, man.
I wouldn't put it past Corey, seeing that's how he handled this Abe situation, for him to have tried to tell the barber, hey man, it's more lucrative to come fuck with me over here, man. I'll keep you paid, man. I'll do this and that. You ain't gotta fuck with no lame ass beta male. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could see him doing saying some slick shit or trying to get people, because I feel like he is that type of person because of how he handles his audience, to try to get people to be on his side regardless. Don't matter what's going on. It don't matter the severity of the situation. As long as he feels like people is on his side, he'll be okay with being a dirtbag in certain situations.
Yeah. True, but you know what? Going back to what AP, going back to what AP was kind of saying though about how he's kind of like letting young men know. I feel like young men like Abe also, or I don't know how young.
Perfect fucking example.
But he needs
a gullible ass young man who actually looked at Corey as being someone who he could take notes from as a man.
Mm-hmm.
No, Abe, he got you looking like a bitch too. Yeah, I mean, he led you, and that's the whole reason why I said I want to talk about it. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Binky. Matter of fact, finish your thought, because you might have even took it somewhere else.
Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna say, like young men like Abe kind of need that advice, kind of like what you were saying before about like to Marcus, like you don't accept people back like this to talk about you this way. But I feel like Abe and people like him that are kind of a little more timid, like nice, quieter people or whatever, that's kind of just want to be down. Like they need some guidance too of like, hey, if two people are into it, what should they be doing? You know what I'm saying? How should they handle that if they're uncomfortable being cool with both of them or doing business with both?
So how should the man in the middle of some beef act or behave?
Yeah.
I'll go first. Pac G, you go after me, G. If somebody beefing with, I'm trying to unmute you, G. If somebody beefing with, okay, let's say me and Pac G got a mutual homie, and they at it, they into it, but they both my guys. Not only will I try to talk to both of them and talk them down, because sometimes I feel like that voice of reason need to come for the other nigga that love you both. Because what nigga that love you want you in any kind of beef? Whether it be verbal, whether it be physical. I don't want my niggas having no enemies, no problems. So I'm gonna tell my guys some good advice, like, bro, leave that shit alone, or like it ain't that serious, or even if it's some serious shit, cut your losses, G. You know what I'm saying? Charge it to the game, move on. Best revenge is success. As my nigga Meat used to say. So it's certain things that you can do without picking a side or entering yourself into the beef. You just a mutual friend of both of these men trying to talk reason into these niggas because you love them both.
Hey, go ahead, Pac.
Pac G.
Oh, you got to unmute you. Yep.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact, AP. You know what I mean? Everything you said, I felt everything. You know what I mean? Like, I understood completely what you was talking about because we done been on that side of the fence. You feel what I'm saying? So,
and I'll say Pac G is normally, believe it or not, this the voice of reason, nigga.
People don't realize.
I promise on my mama, this nigga is the one nigga that he's still cool with every nigga he ever met. That only happens. That only.
Listen, y'all. Listen, I keep all of us connected like this till this day. He'll tell you that.
No, all you got to do is, if you need to know about anybody, how they doing, what their number is, what's going on with them, hit Pac G. And he actively checking on you. He actively asking you how you doing. He actually saying happy birthday. He the nigga that posts all the RIPs. He the nigga that keep everybody affiliated with each other through this nigga. No bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he be genuinely happy for his people when they're successful too.
That's real.
Big him up. Yeah,
that's some real shit. But you can't forget them though. Like, I don't give a fuck if they dead in jail. Like, I got niggas that call me out from jail, from prison. That these niggas got 28, 30 years, but they call my phone because I love them niggas to death. They're my brothers, and I'm gonna always be here for them no matter what, whether they on the streets or they in that motherfucking can. You hear me?
And they need that. They need that shit. Sometimes all it takes is
Hey,
a
Pac G,
motherfucker
I'm gonna
to
mute you
answer
for a second just because your
Go
audio. Pac G, I'm gonna mute you just for your audio, but
ahead,
nigga,
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna come to you in a minute, G. Thank you. So yeah, listen, I'm vouching for him because it's the facts. So I'm coming up around, and mind you, I'm not like him. I'm not the good friend that always be the voice of reason, but I'm also the nigga that, you know, in the problem. So I don't get a chance to be the voice of reason because I'm usually the nigga that's in the problem. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so I don't even know if I'll be that good because I ain't had an opportunity to fix some shit between two other niggas. I'm normally the nigga starting some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So do you think that
go ahead.
Blaq Ron did too much then? Like when he came to Marcus' defense and was going in?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, he did too much because he could have expressed his feelings to Marcus himself.
Yeah.
He could have showed his frustration, which was probably genuine, to Marcus himself. To do it on air like that, it was intentional, and he had some other motives behind it. Because
he had a person.
I am frustrated too. But I'm frustrated too when I see the bully taking advantage of somebody. I'm the bully's bully and always have been. I do not like bully niggas, man. So, because I feel like you the weakest type of person. I don't got picks like Corey got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when you move like that, you don't like seeing niggas who clearly got the upper hand, you know, high capping and shit and acting like all tough and all crazy. Like, nigga, you got the upper hand. You got 5 niggas behind you with max out, but you talking crazy as a bitch. But you see that nigga somewhere by himself, he fold. I don't like that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I got frustrated too watching that shit. So Blaq Ron, if it was true frustration, he would have said the shit privately, but he took it to the air. Go ahead.
Well, I feel like Blaq Ron did, and what I think is him, you know, he matched energies basically. You know, the way Corey handles situations and handles his grievances that happen behind the camera, behind the mic when he's not on 5150. He did the same thing with him. You know what I'm saying? He matched his energy. He said, okay, if Corey's the type to go on his platform and air a nigga out for telling jokes, this is my time to say how I feel, regardless of how people take it. Now, if it's, you know, me personally thinking that he did too much, he might have did a little too much. He could have kept it at, okay, I feel like he's wrong in this sense, but he also, I don't take Blaq Ron to be somebody to just do something without thinking first, without knowing what the repercussions would be. And seeing as he's somebody who knows Corey to a certain extent, and he's been around Corey, he knew that him saying something would prompt a response.
Mm-hmm.
He knew the ugly jokes was coming. He knew all that stuff was coming once he opened his mouth. But for him, he probably just wanted to get that off his chest.
Shit. Is Blaq Ron really in here?
Is he?
Sorry, GMS. I don't know. I just saw Zen say Blaq Ron in the building, so I was like, is he? I can't see. I'm sorry, keep going.
Oh, there you go. What up, Blaq Ron? I think that's Blaq Ron. If
that really him?
Blaq Ron. But
I mean, you can never tell with these Abbeys, but I said what I said.
Yeah, there was a fake Marcus in the 5150 chat last night. That was hilarious. But I like I said, I just feel like he said what he had to say. Yeah, he may have did a little too much, but like I said, it was something where he felt like he needed to do what he had to do for his friend. The same way Kraig jumped up and said something on his channel in defense of Corey because of what Blaq Ron said. He feels like his loyalty to Corey was to speak up because somebody on the outside spoke up that had nothing to do with the beef itself. But in my opinion, when we talk about individuals who are cool with each other, and like Marcus has said, anybody that you ask, including Corey, before they got into it, they said Marcus was a stand-up nigga. So when you see a stand-up nigga getting treated wrong by somebody, your first instincts, if you're a stand-up nigga, and if you got morals, you are going to try to stand up for that person or speak up for that person, even if they don't want you to.
But do you feel like...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I was gonna say, do you think that we're like Black Ron is like us, so to speak, right? Like, even though he is cool with both of them, he's seeing a person that seems to be cool, a person that he respects be treated badly in a public way, and he's speaking out for him. I feel like a lot of the 5150 audience and Marcus people felt like that needed to be done. Was he wrong for that? I don't know.
Read that just in case this is Black Ron.
Black Ron said, "This is the real me, and I took it light on Corey. It's funny how Corey made up with Marcus, but it's F me. That ain't what he said on the phone." Oh.
Now, this is what made me think this might be fucking Black Ron.
He held up the chicken over the phone.
That last line. But that ain't what he said on the phone. Damn near makes me think this Black Ron.
I heard his voice in my head while I was reading.
Listen, because that's consistent with who we talking about.
Yeah.
That nigga's, man, flip-flops every fucking 5 seconds. Goddamn. He's a pancake, goddamn it. but if either way it go, Black Ron might have been frustrated, might have wanted to stick up because he got his own views and feelings and shit. But you want your guy who in the mix to get it popping first. As a support of my homie, like Pac G might be getting, let's say a nigga coming for him. That's my nigga. You think I ain't with it? I want Pac G to nigga get it, get it popping, nigga. I'm right here once you do, but I'm not gonna get it popping for you. Go ahead, Pac G.
Mm-hmm.
So you
I said we will smoke you.
But you got to get it popping first, nigga. Like, I'm not finna swing first for you.
I'm gonna get it popping out the gate.
I'll be in your ear like, hit this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hit this nigga. Because
you know me, G. You know me, G. I'm down.
That's why I had to ask you, G. I'm all right, fall back, G. So dig this, right? I wanted to say that I feel like a better place, because everybody, sometimes emotions make you do shit and you just act on shit or frustration. He might have been better off waiting for Marcus to really go 10 toes first and then support him. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of went 10 toes first. And Corey do what he always do. All right, I apologize to this nigga, but it's still fuck that nigga. And then it's gonna be, I apologize to that nigga, but now it's fuck that nigga. And he keep pushing the buck, and moving it to the and GMS brought this up before. He might just be doing this because he know it hypes everybody up, gets the engagement. Niggas start talking about him. He do better numbers when it's beef. It could just be all financial, all mastermind, but he don't include the niggas that he talking shit about. They got to be surprised that you ain't called me first and said we're gonna have some fake beef. You kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
And let me respond to this.
On this too much longer.
GK said, GMS, remember these dudes gossip and call it entertainment. That shit is cool, but everything should be taken with a grain of salt. And you are absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this YouTube space, when it comes to entertainment, you always take it with a grain of salt. Even if you hear us talking passionately or if we get loud, please understand that this is because we are doing a show. We really do not give a shit about these niggas like that.
Are you not entertained?
It's entertaining, and also because but I will say this though. I will say this. Corey does a good job at keeping it entertainment for his show, but also trying to convince, which he does a good job of doing to his followers, that he is somebody who stands on what he says and the things he says is real and this and that, and he stands by this, and this is the type of person that he is. So when people challenge him on certain things because of his flawed character, that's just, at the end of the day, we've said this on this show so many times, it's just being human. We are flawed ourselves. So don't sit here and think that we just talking because we high and mighty and because we better than.
I'm better than them niggas. Shut up, nigga. Don't speak for me, nigga. Speak for yourself, nigga. I'm way better than them hoe ass niggas.
It's just that this nigga has several instances where he is a hypocrite, where he is contradicting himself. And for somebody who is so adamant on people believing that he is this type of person, but continuing to show these flaws over and over again, it's not no span of time in between. It's not like, every once in a while Corey be on whole shit. It's all the time. It's all the time. So it's like, what do you want us to do at this point? But besides talk about the shit.
Hey man,
like Ross said, he said I got about 10, 15 10 or 15. What's the link?
Do we think that's really him? It only
I
has
don't
6
know.
subscribers on that
Listen,
account.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, I don't think so. But I just in case.
Yeah.
This ain't the place for that. But GMS got a bigger platform that if you really want to get y'all a good conversation off about it, that's the place to go. GMS an interview and
I'll
y'all can
definitely
have
do
a
that.
great conversation if that's really what's going on. That's why I just wanted
yeah.
to say that because we can leave that alone for now. What else did y'all want to talk about as far as this? And then let me ask that wheat and the tear bullshit. That's some Bible shit. You know, the wheat, the weed and the weeds. That's the wheat and the tear, the real from the fake. Those that are chosen by God and those that are, you know, here to choke up the chosen. That's all that is. But Corey, nigga, you not the chosen. If I'm gonna say this about that, brother. Consistency will yield something.
Yeah.
Oh, every time.
Yeah.
When you consistent for 40 years, you will have some success. But I'm not impressed with the level of success that your 40 years counted for you, nigga. We neck and neck, motherfucker. We neck and neck, nigga. So I'm only 41. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I'm not impressed. And he talks that big boss shit, and it only works with niggas who either believe in, you know, he postures himself very well. So if you don't know better, you would think this nigga's a boss. But I'm sorry, brother. I don't see
Well,
it.
I'm gonna say this to Marcus. Never get around that man again without having eyes in the back of your head and your intuition on an all-time high. Because it's cool to piece it up and keep the peace, because that's something that I feel like everybody should do when it comes to, you know, they little petty beefs. Just piece it up, man, and move on. But you decide to go back around there, decide to go back on the show, whatever the case may be, make sure that you know what you're doing, and make sure you always keep your morals and who you are in check, and stand on that, because it's always easy for people to go back around to what they used to. It's a lot more harder to branch off and do some shit where you got to be out of your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Stay outside your comfort zone and stay doing what you're supposed to do, and keep, you know, when you have a certain life path and certain things start happening and you don't know why it's happening, or you don't know why certain things are, you know, occurring in this time, you got to move forward through it and keep continuing to push whatever it is that you're doing, because you have the right idea. You have the work ethic, you have the hustle, you have all the components you need to succeed without having somebody actively holding you down. And not in the sense of, this is my little brother, but it's the sense of, you're beneath me and I want you to stay here, because once you start getting above me, that's when we start having problems.
Yeah. True that. I mean, and I feel like, though, Marcus impressed a lot of people with the way that he handled this situation, because he didn't fold. Even though he kept his reverence and his respect and everything that he has for Corey, and he repeated it several times, he still relied on his talent.
Right.
To do what he wanted to do. And his talent is being funny, making content, making jokes, you know, and he's a creative guy. And that Many Men, you know, that song that he did, that was funny. You know, all the Little Rose things were funny, but that sealed it. And I think that's when people that weren't even respecting him before, that were trying to be, you know, Corey Dick writers, actually, you know, they had to fold to and say, okay, you know, he got this. Corey need to let it go. And I think maybe that's really what had Corey change his mind and just try to piece it up, because he saw that people weren't going for this shit.
Hey man, shout out to LaMarcus for the Cash App, brother. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
thank you, LaMarcus.
Damn, what else I was gonna say, y'all? Marcus definitely chose to use comedy in this situation, because that's what it's supposed to be. Corey built like Curtis Mayfield too. Not only do he have his lining, he built like Curtis Mayfield. And if y'all don't know who the fuck that is, Google that nigga.
The one, was he in a wheelchair?
No, that's a Teddy Pendergrass.
Corey arms getting
Google, listen, Google, nigga, Google Curtis Mayfield, nigga. That's how Corey built. talking
Hey,
all
You
this
about to
shit.
make me pee.
Corey got to walk around with a handkerchief in his left arm and put it up to his stomach so he can walk around looking like DJ Paul and shit.
Oh my god.
Nigga, that's how his arms look, don't it, dog? He got two
Yeah.
DJ Paul arms right now.
You got the double DJ Paul, nigga.
Oh, what, Packy? He reaching for shit at the table, nigga. Get your little short ass. His arms was already little, nigga. That shit look horrible.
Hey, he keep them casts on for another couple bucks. This motherfucker
Dog,
looks like the nigga from Scary Movie.
Bro, this
Let me
nigga
go
talking
ahead
about
and
punching nigga.
Zip your dress down, flame with my strong hand.
My strong hand.
He got to pinch the dress with one hand and zip it with the other hand. Bro. Then the nigga talking about punching people in the mouth with them little ass, decrepit ass fingers. Nigga, this not gonna go the way you want, brother. Stop it, nigga.
Oh.
Look.
See?
Hey, matter of fact,
Packy.
we done heard all his fight stories. That nigga ain't threw a punch in his motherfucking life.
Man,
I'll bear hug a nigga. I was touching him with that nigga. Nigga, shut up, nigga. I know a hugging ass nigga when I see one, nigga. When I get this weight on you, when I put this weight on you,
All you want to do is wrestle.
damn, your shit going out. Say it again, Pac G.
All you want to do is wrestle.
You sound like you under the sea.
Yeah, you underwater, G. But
Under
still,
the
I heard what he said. He said all he want to do is wrestle. But
we're gonna have to challenge that nigga to a double arm wrestling contest or some shit. He need to do extra arm lifts once them calves come off. His shit stink too. You know that shit stink. As soon as he get that shit cut off, his whole forearm gonna smell like a whole. It gonna smell like Rakishi's underwear after a full WWE bout. It's
gonna smell like gyro meat. his arm gonna smell like gyro meat. Hot paper, hot wing paper.
Oh my god.
No, stop it, man. So
smell like earring back.
What else, Binky? You think there's anything we need to discuss about this shit, or we can move the fuck on?
I think. Well, the last thing I want to ask is like, once something, we kind of touch on this a little bit, but like once something is said, it can't be unheard and it can't be unsaid, right? Is it ever going to be the same? Really? Like, even if it's we cool, is it ever going to be we're as cool as we are? Like, do you think Marcus and Corey will ever be as cool as they were before Corey said everything he said?
Once you tell me I ain't shit, basically. In a nutshell, you told me I ain't shit. You told me I'm a little boy. You told me you damn near insinuating that you fucked my mama and you put her business in the public that she didn't ask to be put in it.
Right.
That alone, I still need to see hands with you, nigga. I still need to beat your ass.
Right.
Like low key. So if I'm not gonna do that, at least I can do is not fuck with your soft ass. At least I can do is not fuck with you no more. Because you done basically said enough things from your heart that you don't get to retract, nigga. That shit was how you felt. That wasn't what you said. See, hold on, one more thing, GMS. I could say some shit in the heat of like anger that I might not have meant because I just said it out of nowhere. I just said it frustrated, arguing and yelling. But when you say some shit that came from here, well thought out, and you double down a few times, oh, nigga, that's what it is. That wasn't just a slip of the tongue or you were just upset. That's how you feel, nigga. Because you didn't call me the same night, man. I overreacted. I apologize. You let it go. You was going to keep letting it go until I brought heat to your ass. Now it's wave the white flag. It's over, nigga. I don't want to fuck with you. Matter of fact, if I ever get on, nigga, I got rolls for you, but you got to wear a dress, you bitch ass nigga. If he ever get on, like if Marcus ever got on, I call Corey like, man, do I got a role for you, nigga? You get to play, you get to be yourself in the. Listen, it's gonna be all about you. It's gonna be called bitch ass nigga. And you get to be salty. You get to be jealous. You get to renege and talk shit and not back it up. You get to be yourself the whole movie.
Yeah, you ain't got to read no lines. Just go out there and talk, nigga.
Nigga, yeah, just be you. Yeah, you get to wear a dress. We're gonna have them little arms looking good. Them little slender ass arms you got. We gonna oil them bitches up. You got some little oily ass, slender ass arms and a little rainbow dress. Cause you like talking about
Those forearms lost 7 pounds and shit.
get your ass a motherfucking lace front. We gonna fix that little line and get you a little lace front, nigga. You gonna be a cute little bitch in my movie, nigga. And Corey gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna just send the information to my people. You know, hey man, I do business the right way. Send the information to my email.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just saying that's how the energy you gotta have for that nigga after that. My fault. I ain't mean to filibuster, man. What you think? We'll go around the horn. Go ahead, GMS. We coming to you, Packy. Hopefully your shit work.
That's the most honest way to put it, man. Like you said, you was only around me and was helping me out and being a fake big brother just so you can get at my mom. Now, I guess if you want to write that off as jokes, but at the end of the day, like I said, you come on your show and you talk about how this shit is real and how you feel is a direct effect from what somebody else did to you that you felt was malicious. He felt like what Marcus did was in bad taste.
Mm-hmm.
He felt like what Marcus did was him disrespecting him. So he replied with disrespect. What else can you do as a man besides if if he wants to piece it up, cool, but move separate ways after you see how somebody already treats you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If somebody shows you their true colors, they show you who you are, believe.
Y'all can't hear me, can you?
Yeah,
no, we can hear you.
Go ahead.
Hear you.
And it sounds good. So hopefully it stay like that.
Shit. I've been having technical difficulties, so I don't even really know what the fuck to say no more.
You are, G. I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying to include you because it ain't me, G. It is the audio, G.
Well, just stay for the vibes.
I don't know.
hey, fuck it. Hey, G. Hey, no, hold on, G. You get to be Kraig today. Just keep smiling and nodding. Anytime I say anything, some whole shit, some smart shit, anything, just smile and nod, my nigga. Yeah, I like that energy. See, there we go. See, I found a role for my.
And then every 2 minutes, just say narcissist and dichotomy.
It's a
Soliloquy.
Or what? No, what's the other shit, dog? What's the other motherfucking word? God damn, y'all got
fallacy. You living in a fallacy.
Thank you. That motherfucking fallacy word, nigga. Kraig, you a motherfucker, boy.
That's where a nigga tells you something, and then he don't really mean what he's saying because he's looking at you like you ain't nothing. But when you know that you are something, then whatever they saying just bounces back off of you and goes on to them. Because that's how they really feel about theyself. Because they some narcissists, and the dichotomy and the dichotomy and the duality of the situation. This is what it is.
I don't think they heard you, man. Say that again.
I can give you all types of dictionary vocabularies. You feel me?
Give me 10 Kraig fact words.
Oh my God. But
I can't even think.
You can't even think of 10 Kraig fact words.
I can't think of 10 Kraig fact words to save my life. This nigga opened up the whole dictionary.
Let the chat do it. Let's get 10 Kraig fact words in the chat. So
let me ask y'all though, do you think that we be too hard on Corey, knowing that most of us, right, that have grown up in the hood. Now I didn't grow up in the hood, but most people that grew up in the hood have a certain type of living, single mother homes, violence around, don't really know how to regulate their emotions, don't have a man guiding them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That is a problem, right? Obviously, my background is not great, okay? Mm-hmm. But I continue to grow, and when I see flaws in myself, mm-hmm. I try to make changes. Yeah. But when niggas don't take accountability for their flaws and continue on being a fuck nigga, that's the problem. That's why it's hard to get this nigga saving grace. Pac G, am I right? Exactly. So I'm on to something here. So if you are the type of person that is trying to correct behaviors that you are portraying that you may not know that you had inside from however you grew up, whatever you've been through, you know, that's the issue I'm having. Nigga, you too old. You too old to not know. You too old to not take accountability. I guarantee you not taking accountability of whatever's going on in your life. I don't want to get too personal, but just things going on in your life that I'm sure you are largely responsible for. But when you come and address your audience and these young people that listen to you, it's this bitch out of pocket and this lady in court telling my business, telling your business, nigga. If telling business was a fucking Olympic sport, nigga.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, so it's the fact that he's not willing to look inside himself and make changes, and it's a constant thing. And he got too many young people that actually think and starting to. Obviously, you see niggas sticking up for this nigga. They actually believe that this nigga be right.
He's supposed to be a leader, bro. He's supposed to be somebody that leads. He's supposed to be somebody who wants to help the younger generation come up, regardless of where he's at in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, when you broke and you on a come up and you on a hustle, these is all licks to him, all lames. And when he talking about you lames, he talking about all you niggas that keep paying for it.
Yeah.
You lame. You a Vic. You buying a nigga. He know himself. He know it. He like, these niggas believe in me. These stupid ass niggas believe in me. You lames. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no respect for his own motherfucker. Now I get it. If he had money, y'all watch how that nigga would change. He'll be all of a sudden that nigga won't shake hands no more. That nigga won't take pictures no more. That nigga be like, hey man, get them out of here, man. Who is that all there, man? Man, don't let them niggas. This nigga be around behind a red rope if this nigga has some real money, because that's the type of nigga he is.
Yeah.
So I peep it. So that's why I don't take it. I take it with a grain of salt with dude. I don't trip. I don't care that much about the brother himself. Like it doesn't. You're a hired comedian to me. Like you ain't no different than a nigga I paid to fix the toilet. I hired you to make me laugh. Now make me laugh, nigga. No,
oh my God.
I sound like a Trump supporter with that one. But I'm just saying, you're not changing the world, my nigga. I don't know why you got on this pedestal like you is changing the fucking world, nigga. You a jokester, nigga. Be a jokester.
So in other words, we like Corey with the comedy. We don't like Corey when he acts.
Stop letting hoe ass niggas be your leaders. These rapping ass niggas, these dancing hoes, these stripper hoes, these porn star hoes, these comedian niggas. If a nigga ain't a real leader, it ain't about really helping people, and ain't about really leading with a good example, how the fuck is you letting these niggas lead you? That's my problem. Like, who the fuck will follow this nigga other than, I told you a long time ago, he the king of the stupid motherfuckers.
Yes.
Now, that don't mean you stupid because you like watching him or you find entertainment in him. That's not the stupid motherfucker. The stupid motherfucker is the nigga that believes in him. You's the stupid motherfucker. So I just feel like there ain't no checks and balances in the world no more. That's the problem with the internet too. Corey was right about something. We are all behind keyboards. So you can't get the real checking that niggas be needing. But when you was in the street, your life was on the line if you didn't act right. Your freedom was on the line if you didn't act right. You had more people to check your shit in if you wasn't acting right. Now that everybody behind their internet and they safe, niggas get to be bitch ass niggas and they get to lead other bitch ass niggas and make armies of bitch ass niggas.
Oh my God.
I ain't mean to go that far, man. Pac G, am I right? Am I right, Pac G? Yeah. Yeah. Soliloquies.
Dichotomies. Soliloquies and dichotomies.
Oh, you stupid as
Fallacies.
Shout out to you.
Go ahead. All right. Okay. I hope I didn't filibuster, man. Somebody else want to add, and we can move on to the next subject.
Oh no, we can definitely move on, man. We said all we need to say about this subject. We just knew it turns out this way all the time, man. Every time there's an issue, Give it some time, man. Maybe a couple weeks. Corey gonna backtrack. I saw somebody in the comments say Corey got a gold medal in the 100-meter backtrack.
He has a reputation. He has a rep. And this is
yeah.
the thing. This is what I'll say before we like button up this. Whether Corey likes it or not, just like we said on the last show, 5150 Nation is a family. Now we're estranged from the family, and we are the cousins that he don't like, but we still family. And so, hey, if we see something we want to talk about with you, we go talk about it, cousin.
I just thought about one more thing, man. Shout out to Jaspo the Reaper, man.
Yeah.
And I got your shout out the other day when you shot me out, brother. I appreciate that, man. I got the equal respect for you, bro. But you said something too, Jaspo, that I wanted to bring up that I didn't think about till you said it, Jaspo. I'm giving you your credit because you brought that shit up. But when you said it, nigga, I felt you on it. He talked about it was a time in the show where Corey or Darlene gave on air. Corey gave Corey some money that was supposedly from RZA Islam.
Yeah.
Not only did this nigga want the dollar amount spoken on, they did this shit on air. Now, mind you, RZA gave you bread for whatever reason. I got my speculations, but he gave you that bread in an envelope, and it was supposed to get to you. And he didn't make a big fuss about it. He didn't make a donation on air. He didn't, try to, he didn't want that scene. But you just had to put that shit on air as if a respectable man, because that's really what your angle was. Here, people respect it, RZA, so let me act like other respectable niggas don't, they don't think I'm a bitch ass nigga. He think you a bitch ass nigga too.
Oh Lord.
And you don't realize that all that licking lame shit, and I'm nigga, you the lame in this one. Cause them one thing I know about them spiritual niggas, all us is Vicks. They want bread from all of us.
Yeah.
They want donations from all of us. And if I'm right, that nigga was paying you back. And Repo brought that shit up. Because one thing about 3K, because it was $3,000.
No, it was 3G's.
3G's.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
3G's. Shout out,
Interesting. So let's just say it's 3G's. That was interesting. But anyway, 3G's is donation money. I don't know if y'all know this, but like, let's say it's the YMCA, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna donate $3,000 to their cause. I'm gonna donate $3,000 to this thing or that thing. That's donation money, meant to do something, meant to help somebody. Not YouTube money. Like, hey, Cole, I like what you're doing. I had an extra 3,000 laying around. So let me go ahead and send this to you for being just such a good, beaker of light to the motherfucking people out here on this podcast. Nigga, there is no other reason to give you 3K, even if it is a look, even if it's, I love you, bro. I can see 500. I can see 200. If you got it like that. I'm talking millionaires. I can see 200. Like, here, man, you doing your thing. Hey, man, shout out to you and your show. Here's 200. 3K is a donation or he paying you back. Only a dumb nigga don't know that. But Repo pointed it out, and I'm like, you goddamn right. Ain't no fucking way that nigga broke bread with you just on the strumph. And by you putting it on the air, one more hoe ass move to add to the big ass pile of hoe shit that you do. I just want to end with not only thanking Repo for the shout out,
Reaper.
What did I say? Repo.
Sorry,
Reaper. Sorry. I mixed the Jaspo and the Reaper together. But I just wanted to shout him out and say that was a great point that you made, because that's facts. I wouldn't have thought of that. I wasn't even tripping on that part till you said it.
Well, it's kind of weird. I'm wondering, even if he did see D out and was talking to her, why would he send it to D but not send it directly?
RZA fucking D too. Allegedly.
Let me go get my charger.
Allegedly. If you niggas don't know better, every heterosexual man that is single or got time on his hands would try to shoot his shot at D. Why wouldn't you? She available. She ain't got shit going on. You could call her anytime, day or night, and probably slide through and fuck real quick.
Look at Pac.
Well, hold on. Thank you, Pac G. And look, and I ain't saying this to say because she's just a whore. I'm not saying that about her. I'm saying a lot of women that are single can do what they want to do. A lot of women that are her age that are single can do what they want to do. And a lot of women her age move like that. I'm not even saying this about Dee personally. I'm saying women her age that are single that can do what they want to do. If they attracted to a nigga, he can fuck. It ain't even nothing to talk about. The brother like 6 something. They keep saying 6'7". The nigga do karate, which is funny as fuck to me. Big, tall, lanky ass nigga doing goddamn karate.
He looked real stiff. Like he got that hard posture and shit.
So I'm just saying the nigga wear bow ties. What bitch don't want to fuck a nigga with a bow tie? So I'm just saying it's very possible that he was laid up with her like, here, man, get Corey his bread back.
Oh my God.
That's a speculation.
What a
Pac
theory.
G, Pac G was all right. So all right, man. I'm done. I'm for real. I'm done.
We done with that. So let me ask you, do you want to get into that video about the girlfriend?
Yeah, because I definitely got a lot to say about that. Might have to go in a little bit on that.
So we have something we want to share with you guys. Is a video about an interesting relationship situation and conversation that happened. So we're gonna check that out and we're gonna talk about it.
Hopefully it plays. This shit
in here.
Weird.
Want
Is it in there? You got it?
Yeah.
Like, why are you walking away from me?
Why would you not tell me that you had a 2-man?
I mean, we were just playing a game.
That's
Never
not
have
a
I
game.
ever.
That's
No,
not
we
a
were
game.
playing Never Have I Ever.
But
So
we're in a relationship. How could you not tell me that you did a whole 2-man? Like, you trying to embarrass me or something right now?
we don't talk about how many bodies or nothing like that. Like, I was just.
We've talked about a lot. You had a whole
No.
threesome with 2 dudes, and that's something that you think you couldn't tell me about?
No, it's not threesome. It's actually like 4 people. But that's besides the point. I was just playing a game. Why are you so
upset? That's not a game. Like, you over here getting trains run on you. That's how it's not a game.
No. That's not.
But that sounds like that. What you said? You said 4 people. That sounds like a train to me.
Okay, but I was younger. Like, why does it matter now? We're much older now.
It matters because you never told me this, and you went into we're around a group of people. My girl is out here having trains run on. You don't see the problem with that? Like that's not cool.
No,
that's
I
not
think
okay.
you're misunderstanding. It's a game.
That is
and
nothing.
I just answered the question.
You know what's funny about this is that this is going to be the most truthful part about this whole thing. Dudes hate to hear about their girl's past. They hate to know about certain things that she did. They definitely hate to know that their girl got trained on at one point. But it's hilarious because 9 times out of 10, the same nigga probably participated in the training at one point in his life.
But it's different for men than women. Hold on, let me take
No. It's not even the difference. It's just the simple fact that if you participated in it, you did that to somebody's future girl who they gotta be with, who they gotta probably potentially marry and have kids with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and of course you don't think about it in that way because you the guy doing the training, but when your girl is the one that's on the opposite end, you feel some type of way. Now, I will say this. When it comes to your past, he said dick was everywhere. When it comes to the past, you got to understand there's certain people that don't care about your past. There's certain people that do care about your past. The people that don't care about your past, great. Move forward. The people that do care about your past, you either want to be somebody who is willing to talk about it, discuss it, and try to, I guess, comfort your spouse in a way or try to get them to trust you in a way where you're not that same person, or you don't deal with it. It's just that simple. You let them go on and try to figure it out with somebody else. But I don't think it's fair to care about somebody's past if they did some stuff in the past just random. But if it had to do with people that you guys know or that you guys may be close with or that you may be friends with, then it might matter. Yeah, you might want to let me know that the homeboy was dipping dots in you at some point before we get around them and I'm just, aimless, like y'all just sitting around with the silent, yeah, we used to fuck face. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Some of the,
Disclosure.
I mean, just to be honest with it. And if you honest about it and you upfront about it, I mean, if the nigga that's asking you about it or wants the information about it is a real individual, he gonna let it be what it is. But if you lie about it, you will forever be judged in a certain way, no matter what happens in your relationship.
I agree, but this is more so talking trains than fucking someone that you're close with. But I do agree because I don't want to be, hanging out with you and some chick you used to fuck with, and I don't know that you used to fuck with her. I'm
What if
not going
one
to
of the
be
guys that was
intimidated.
in the train was somebody that you knew?
Well, we talking trains. I don't.
What if one of the guys that went in and dipped it in was somebody you knew? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the fact that, I think for dudes, the fact that a woman had a train ran on her, period, whether you know them or not, is gonna make you look at her way. And I think that's just because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? I just personally.
Packy funny as well.
What's Packy doing? I love Packy. I swear to God. No, but seriously, like, I mean, to each their own when it comes to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, most dudes don't like the thought that their girl was getting dick from multiple men at the same time.
You're gonna be
Whether you
subject
know
to that
them or
at
not,
some point
whether you
again.
know it or not,
Yeah.
whether you know the guy or not. I mean, so that's really.
I mean,
that is.
I'm sorry, but once you allow something to happen because you wanted it to happen, that's part of who you are. And a lot of people
Yes.
think that part of them changes when they get older. No, like at some point, if something go like let's say the girl that got a train ran on her years back is in a good relationship now. She's with somebody and she is a one-woman person, all type of shit. Once something goes wrong, once something hits the fan, and they either separate or break apart, those thoughts coming right back in their head. I'm about to go back. I'm gonna go this and that. I'm probably gonna get another train wreck. Like this is a part of who you are. You can't run away from who you are. Once you are a train type bitch, once you are a homie hopping type girl, that's who you are for the rest of your life. That's who people gonna look at you as. That's how people gonna have discernment about who you are as a person. That's who you are. You can't run away from that.
What say you, AP?
Well, I don't mean to backtrack, but I really want to address this because I recognize a flaw in me real quick. Whoever Black Ron is in here, if it's him or not, he said, no, you didn't, AP. You hired him to talk for a lot of time. Don't be disrespectful now. That's the addressing the comment of me hiring a comedian just to make me laugh. And I'll admit that was disrespectful to the men that do take it as an art form, the men that do have very important things to say on stage. There are comedians that are, good thinkers and men that have some things that we do need to hear socially. Corey ain't that nigga though. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you, Ryan. But Corey ain't that nigga. He's he at best baby mama jokes. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do feel you. I'm not gonna shit on our comedians like we just hire you niggas to laugh like clowns. Mm-hmm. But we ain't talking about Dave Chappelle. We're not talking about George Carlin, nigga. We talking about Corey, nigga. But I feel you though. So I just want to say that and leave it alone because it's late, but I want to say that.
It is late. So now talk about the hoe.
I got you. Let's talk about the hoe.
I'm just kidding, young lady.
Well, I could have got this done quicker, but y'all went in kind of long because it don't take that long with this shit.
AP.
A bitch didn't do nothing wrong. No, okay. All right. Let me be for real. Okay. In this situation, right? Two things could have happened. The bitch could have had a train ran on her, and it was the worst experience of her life. Niggas could have got hella disrespectful. They could have slapped her all in her head, poured bleach on her motherfucker. They could have did her so dirty that it was the most horrifying thing that ever happened to her. A woman like that ain't thinking about doing that shit again. That's not in her spirit to do again. Matter of fact, that might have changed her. That might have made her a woman who say, look, let me stay my ass in the house. Let me get me a good man because these niggas are savages. So a woman could have had that sexual experience that actually made her more loyal and less sexual because it was such a devastating thing to her. Or on the flip side, you had a woman that had so much fun and it was so exciting to her, and she just taking dicks every kind of which way, and she loving every fucking minute of her motherfucker. She high off this shit, like this shit making her high. You know what I'm saying? That bitch right there, I don't give a fuck what type of man you are, what type of relationship y'all are. That craving, that there was a craving that was put in that bitch that night that she will have for the rest of her motherfucking life. It's just like, right, Pac G? Am I right? So look, I'm telling you, man, and that goes with anything sexual, no bullshit. Like that's why they call it opening Pandora's box. When you open up new sexual appetites in yourself, now those, especially if it brought pleasure to you and the endorphins went off, now you got new tastes. And it's no different than, that's why a lot of men have so many different type of women, because they can't let go of, damn man, I had a light-skinned girl and I had this dark-skinned girl and I had this Asian girl and I had this mess. Like now, no matter who you with, you thinking about all those experiences, like, damn man, I kind of damn near one fat bitch right now. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. You know, I want these little titties, big titties. You know, this bitch had a head game like this. So once you get exposed to certain shit, and it's good, man, that shit become an addiction on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what?
But I mean, if you hear something like that though, like you literally find out you fuck 4 dudes at a time, like you find out your chick did that, what is your reaction? Like if it's you?
I'm gonna take it. I'm
okay.
Pause. It's off guard. It's gonna be something that's off guard, something that I gotta kind of think about, because then that's like it'll forever shape you differently as far as how you look at her. Because I mean, every man wants to look at the girl that they with as the prize. They want to look at her as someone that they love and they adore, and they you're beautiful every single day. It's hard to do that when now your visualization of her is of disgust and horrorism and slutism and cuntism and evilism and stupid bitches.
Do you just then break up with her? Like once you find out this information, do you just move on so you can have peace and she can have peace?
Oh yeah, that's definitely what you do. But sometimes these niggas don't find out until after they have a kid with one of these bitches. Then it becomes even harder to separate yourself from that person.
Yeah.
So,
but then in that point, in my personal opinion, that's when it's bigger than you and her. Yeah, it's bigger than her sexual appetite. It's bigger than your sexual appetite. If I got a kid with the bitch, I got baby mamas.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. This nigga done resorted to goddamn extra sketches.
Yeah.
but straight up, like I got 3 baby mamas.
Yeah.
If I found out my baby mamas was out here just wilding, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I care more about her well-being now. Hey, I'll be telling her, hey man, be safe out there. Because my baby care about you, my son or my daughter, they care about you and they love you. And I hope you protecting yourself. I hope you being careful out here. If you taking 4 dicks, have 4 rubbers with you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be supportive of her escapades. But if it's a woman that I'm with, and in this situation of the video, we had all kind of conversations. And guess what? You might not have to disclose to me early on that you had a threesome because I never asked. We never talked about bodies. It wasn't important. But the day to let the shit out is not amongst friends and not amongst family. Until I hear about this shit in private, bitch. You do not choose the first time to bring this shit up around people. And I guarantee you, if this was a real thing, the only reason that would happen, it was somebody in that room she wanted to entice.
Yeah.
It was somebody in that room she wanted to let know, like, I'm a freak.
Get down. Yeah.
I'm a freak, nigga. So when this lame ain't around, just so you know what I'm saying? I'm a freak, nigga. So that's the only reason a woman would talk like that in front of your friends or in front of other people. I don't know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Bitch around me get real modest. You know what I'm saying? Because they just like, even if they own that, they're not gonna show that. And I think that's a responsibility of your woman and us fellas. Sometimes we shouldn't have too much of our personal business, our past personal business in the forefront around our woman's people and vice versa. Like we shouldn't be discussing this shit around people. Privately, we can go into detail if you want, if you built for that, but definitely not in public and around other people.
Okay.
And hold on, wait. I'm sorry, y'all, but you also asked what would I do? Like, would I leave my woman if she did that? If I already had kids with her, like GMS brought up, if I've been with her for quite a while and we got, other things going on, I'm not gonna hit it. I'm gonna say it like this. It's hard to say because it depends on what I've been caught for. If I've been getting caught like a motherfucker, I owe a bitch one at least. I owe you one, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is, I owe you one. But if I've been on point and this is who I got representing me now, because I ain't mad about the threesome.
Yeah.
I'm mad about the fact that you was flirting in there, bitch.
Yeah.
The fact that you brought that shit up in front of these people, you was flirting, bitch. And that I can't stand for. So maybe I probably will leave the bitch alone, or it would be different, nigga. Like now I'm running your pockets, bitch. I'm a hoe ass nigga now. All the tax time money mine. All the bitch, I'm running credit, everything in your name. I'm burning up motherfucking, track hawk, motherfucking Jeeps.
Like you said all that.
I'm getting $150,000 cars on you, bitch, because nope.
Some people don't.
If you're gonna be a hoe,
understand.
bitch, you're gonna be a hoe, but I'm gonna be driving something fly as a motherfucker. That's for sure.
Some people don't understand, man. They don't get the mental aspect behind it. Because you always, like I said, you always want to look at somebody in a certain way to where you actually want to be with them and want to build something with them. Once those outside influences start coming in and they start coming to play and you start finding out certain things when it's too late, it messes with you differently, man. A lot of niggas go through it and they gotta chalk it up because of the situation they already in. And they got to take it for face value. It may mess with them. It may bring them to, be separated for some time. But you know what I'm saying? It's worse too when a dude actually loves somebody. When you actually like love a person, and then you find out some stuff that happened, and you gotta, you look.
But
at
do
them
you feel
different,
ashamed, like as men? I'm asking y'all as men. Do you feel ashamed for people to know how freaky your woman is? Like
It's
for them
embarrassing.
to know, like
That's
because
embarrassing.
that's representing you. Is that what it is?
That is completely embarrassing, and it's something that, I mean, to be completely honest, you bitches need to be alone for the rest of y'all life. Go out and do what y'all do and get passed around like y'all supposed to be getting passed around. Stop trying to get in relationships with people. Stop trying to act like you marriage material. Stop trying to act like you a good person or that you a hellified woman. You ain't.
But what if they had some sexual trauma or something that happened to them? Because let me be honest with y'all about young women. With young women, a lot of young women feel pressured into sexual situations early and do things for acceptance. And I'm talking early, like 14, 15, young girls, like they don't have all their wherewithal, but they want to be liked, they want to be loved, and they think that sex and attention is a way to be liked and loved. Now, when they get older, sometimes they learn that isn't acceptance and it's not love. But when they're younger, they're just trying to fit in. So I mean, I would not say that someone that does that young. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that someone that does that young is just always worthless. I don't know.
It takes a strong person to accept those things from a person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because again, but the real issue wasn't that she had that time. Like I wouldn't leave the bitch or be in my chest because she had some sexual experiences when she was younger. Yeah. The fact that you chose public and around people that we cool with to disclose that tells me you own that. And that really is the deciding factor in this particular situation. I'm sure we all been with women, knowing or not knowing, who have done some wild shit. And I promise you, the ones who didn't tell you, probably it's a reason why they ain't tell you. They probably been on some other shit. I know niggas that put dogs behind bitches.
What?
Wow.
Man. Now, what if your baby mama is 7 years or 10 years and you married her and now you find out a dog done had the bitch?
Oh Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
it's
Some things you got to draw the line, I think.
but it goes back to trauma.
It's a
That
higher
girl could have
percentage
been
chance of
16.
cheating.
That girl could have been 16 around some ruthless ass, ain't shit ass old niggas that degraded her like that.
Mm-hmm.
Does she don't have no redeeming quality or value because she was put through that as a young girl? So again, it's every situation is different. But as a man, when you take any bitch on, I don't give a fuck what her history is. It's our job as a man to rewrite this bitch story. And if you are like a pimp nigga, like if I get another pimp's bitch, forget everything you learned, bitch. You starting from kindergarten, bitch. It's a whole new, I got a whole new motherfucking program for you.
Yeah.
And so if this is how the same energy that you must have as a man when you got a relationship. If bitch, I don't give a fuck what your pattern was. I don't give a fuck how you cook steak. That's how that nigga eat steak.
Man.
Bitch, I eat my steak like this.
Yeah.
And it's your job to rewire this bitch, even sexually. Oh, that's what you think good dick is, bitch. I'm about to show you something. So like that whole energy, and that's the masculine energy, but it's real. Like this, the masculine energy that you should have if you're gonna have a woman around you. Because the problem is, if we lacking that, they're not gonna be loyal. They're not gonna be loyal.
How do you feel about your lady still trying to be friends with an ex that she was romantically involved with, that she don't have no ties to, no baby with, no nothing? She just has the desire to still want to be in contact with.
Please ask that shit again, bro. I missed some of the key points. Go ahead.
How do you feel? How do you feel if your woman wants to still be friends or still want to be around her ex or somebody she was romantically or sexually involved with while she's in a relationship with you? Do you look at her?
I don't understand. I don't understand the relationship. I wouldn't understand that. Like, why? Well, what's the point? I don't understand how or what circumstance that is required. And if we was doing that, let me call all my female friends to come to the barbecue too, because I miss them too, and I enjoy their company too, and they my longtime friends too.
Oh, you know that shit ain't.
Let's have a whole party in this motherfucker.
That's right.
They'll destroy those relationships before anything.
But do you get my point? Like, there is no scenario where your last or ex or in general, whatever, should be entertained by you. I don't see a scenario. I don't see the scenario. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I feel like anybody doing that, there's some ulterior motive to that.
There's always an ulterior motive.
You don't need to be right. Exactly, Pac G. Boo. Because I feel like you have no children together. Then you made a clean escape. I wish you well. If we run into each other when I'm single, we do. But I'm not gonna try to actively keep you.
I'll say this too: like running into somebody or having people around, whole nother fucking story. If your girl got a baby daddy, of course this nigga go around. I want this nigga at the graduation. It's his fucking baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
or whatever the fucking case is. They was romantically involved. She might have been her first love. I want that nigga around. Shit, this ain't about me. This is bigger than us now when kids are involved. Yeah. If it's a situation where we couldn't control it and the person is just around us, I'm not gonna trip on that either. Like, hey, you can't control this. But if you actively trying to justify a friendship or relationship with a motherfucker, the fuck we doing here? Like I said, because there's too many people I need to reach out to then, because I'm missing out on friendship.
Look, do you see that comment that Cosmic Drip said?
Yeah, that was another video.
Okay, he said I was with a bride who cried when her ex died. Canceled that bitch.
that was a video that started, or not his necessarily situation, but I saw a video about this a couple of days ago or something like that, where there was a video of a dude that was mad that his girl was crying because her ex died. Now that's complicated because it depends. Like if the nigga that you was with, if that was your ex and he was beating on you and he was disrespecting you and he treated you like shit, you better not cry when he died. You better be having a party. We better be lit. You better be rolling up all Dante blunts that you got. You know what I'm saying? You better roll all of them up.
So you
But
celebrate.
But there are the relationships where, all right, it just didn't work out. You know, they didn't treat each other bad, but they just didn't work out and they moved on. You gonna, you know, feel some type of way because you had a history with that person. It's not necessarily that you miss them and you want them to be alive so you can be around them. It's just that the history of it all made you feel some type of way and you're shedding tears because that was a part of your life at one point. And if you are a man, in my opinion, when that happens, hey man, you gotta suck that up. Pause. No Corey. You gotta be able to hold that in and try to, you know, be there for her. But if it turns into something where she crying every day and this is going on for weeks and months, you might want to get up out of there because she never got over that. So
when you say that,
that dick was in her recently. That dick was in her within a week of his passing. Because you can be hurt.
Does
you
it
can
depend
even,
on how hard she was crying?
Yeah, nigga, yes. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you was brought to tears, women are some resilient motherfuckers. They can take a lot of physical, mental, emotional abuse. They deal with it their whole fucking life. If any bitch can stop a cry mid-cry, most women, excuse me. Anybody that can stop a cry is women. Mid-cry, hysterical cry, they can fucking wake the fuck up in no emotion.
Yeah.
So for a nigga to have you heart hurting on the ground, sick, that dick was in you the day he died, bitch. Like, you killed him, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You might have killed that nigga, and you crying because he was cheating on you.
Oh my gosh,
your side nigga was cheating on you, and you killed him, bitch.
But listen, I actually did see a story similar to this, but it was flipped. It was a wife actually writing in somewhere to someone's show, and she was saying that her husband's side chick died, and he been crying about it for over a month, and she didn't know what to do about it. Now, what do you say to that?
His side chick cried.
His side chick died. The wife was writing in saying that her husband was grieving his side chick for over a month, and she did not know what to do.
That's self-explanatory. This is my side chick. Didn't I explain to y'all that the side chick is damn near the main chick? She just came second, so she got to wait. That's wifey. Like, my wife died. My second wife died. Bitch.
My second wife died.
Are you serious right now?
You should have been out of tears with the first one.
Listen, that's what I mean. That's what a real side chick. A real side chick is who you would. She basically she probably know you better at the moment. I married a side chick. I'm telling y'all right now. I can't get shit over on her. She know it all.
Yeah, I was gonna say she knows the real
She knows it all.
Please let me read Cosmic's post.
Hold on, I will. Let me find it, but we definitely got to answer this question on here.
Oh, okay.
Where's Cosmic at? Hold on, let me look for it.
It's a little bit below.
Okay, there we go.
But yeah, what was the question? You said answer what question?
No. Go to this.
We're gonna go back to the other one. Yeah.
All right. He said, no, I'm talking about my real life. She was with Buddy in high school, introduced me to him. He went OT, and that happened. And she gonna do a Facebook tribute. I hear her with the orange juice Jones. You see that's interesting because if you do a whole post on social media while you're currently in a relationship,
but this is a man that died or what? What's his situation?
The man that died, her ex that died.
Yeah,
she made a whole Facebook post.
I wouldn't trip on that. I wouldn't trip on that.
Why? That's a lot to make a whole post without checking with your guy.
And she planning on going to the funeral. You doing too much, bitch.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I mean, did he just RIP or was it she just like a tribute every year, like his birthday or his anniversary every year, and the bitch been posting every year like RIP to such and such.
I guess it depends on what type of post it is. If you went up there and said, "Wow, this is crazy." RP so and so. It's sad that you're gone, and that's it. But if you did like the whole posting pictures or like the whole back in the day where y'all was together hugging and kissing and shit,
I
like
don't give a fuck. It
no,
depends.
that's crazy. That's
Bro,
crazy.
if it's nude, then that's a little different.
No,
If it was her high school, if it was her high school relationship, and the nigga, let's say he got killed at 20, and she 25, and every year since he died, she posted this motherfucking RIP. I don't give a fuck. Like that, what they had was special to her. She lost somebody right in the midst of their relationship. I don't give a fuck. Like that ain't got shit to do with me. Like that's what I'm trying to say about rewiring the bitch. Bitch, that's over with. I ain't even got to worry about this nigga. This the last nigga I got to worry about. This nigga dead. I think this is the safest goddamn crush you can have, bitch. If you gonna love anybody, bitch, I hope you love this nigga. If you is lusting after anybody, if you want to fuck anybody, I hope it's this dead ass nigga that you keep posting.
Oh my God.
Go ahead and do your necrophilia, whatever
Do
you
you,
trying to do.
do you get what I'm saying? I want to know where you at on April 13th every fucking year, bitch. You at this nigga's grave site crying and drinking motherfucking gin, bitch. That's where I want you at.
With a rose toy.
Because I'd rather you be there than out here in these motherfucking streets, bitch. If you tied to this nigga like that, if he got the heart and I got the pussy and the money, we straight, we safe. You ain't, what am I losing? I get the pussy and the money. He get your heart. Ain't nobody else getting nothing. We straight. I'm good. Right, Patrick? What's the fucking problem?
Yeah.
See, y'all got to use
Wait,
your brain.
so you didn't read Hot One's comment. You've been had it up there, but you didn't say it.
Was this it right here?
Yeah.
I can't read, Binky. Can you read that one?
Yep. What about the chick that got a tattoo because her baby daddy died? He canceled Christmas on that bitch.
Now, that's another story.
Oh, you sounded like Red for Friday. Oh, well, that's different.
Hey, we not walking around with goddamn labels on us, bitch.
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
shit is over.
If you did it after the fact, if it wasn't already there, you did it after the fact. Yeah, you wild.
No, we putting the goddamn rows and vines over that shit, bitch. We don't need to see that.
Yeah, well, he said it's because the baby daddy died.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm just saying, like, it definitely was. They were already together.
Oh yeah,
but we not because the guy died. So
we're not doing. But now we together. But excuse me, we got to be married for me to make this bitch want her tattoo gone. If I'm just fucking on you, bitch, I don't care who Night Train is. I'm gonna be fucking Night Train, bitch, until the end of time.
But if she got the tattoo while y'all were together,
is that what he's saying?
Yes, he said she got the tattoo because her baby daddy died.
That don't say it happened. That don't give a timeline. Am I tripping, or is you know what I'm saying?
I'm just assuming that if
I'm assuming that
she
has a tattoo of her ex nigga on her. That don't make no sense for a bitch to go to the goddamn tattoo parlor. Yo, bitch. Yeah. It ain't a bitch alive that fucking bold to go to the tattoo parlor while she in a relationship and get a nigga name tatted on her. That can't be the case.
He died, so I guess she's like in memorial of him. I'm just saying.
That can't be the case. If that's the case.
Okay, then, boy.
Y'all supposed to be broke up when the bitch get in the car and pull off. We broke up. What happened? She went to the tattoo parlor. That's all.
Oh.
I'm assuming she already had the nigga on him, you know, and he wants it off of her.
She got it tatted after the fact, after he passed.
Well, she broke up with you.
Yeah.
That was
that's basically
that was her saying, I don't want to be with you no more.
Yeah.
And if I gotta do this extreme shit for you to get it, I'ma do it. Because
that's a sign of disrespect.
The dead nigga don't get to see it. So who is it for to see? The nigga that she trying to shake.
The dead
nigga, I don't love you. I love Night Train. I don't want you. I fuck old bitches. You know, all the old tattoos that still fade and be saying some weird shit.
Night Train.
I don't know who the fuck is D-Man.
You stupid as hell.
Niggas had different nicknames back in the day, G.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
I can't.
I'm just saying, like, who is that for? This nigga dead. He don't see that memorial.
No,
this is for you to disrespect me and break up with me. That's all you did. Let me tell you what a bitch did to me back in the day. A bitch that I fucked with went and got a tongue ring. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't for the tongue rings. I said, "Oh, bitch, we done broke up. You done broke up with me, bitch, because I'm not fucking with you in a real way with you having that tongue ring. Because I told you I don't like them.
So she went and got it anyway.
Also, tongue rings are community.
So it's like, look, you ain't get it for me because I don't like it. Like at the time, like I didn't like, to me that didn't add pleasure to the dick suck. So I was like, don't get that bullshit. But you got it though. All right, I didn't trip. I just knew where we at now. You shifted our whole shit. I'm not mad. I'm not gonna fuss at you. I'm not take that shit out. We're not doing none of that, bitch. You broke up with me. You disobeyed my direct order. That's how I came at that bitch. So I'm just saying, yeah, and thank you, Pac G. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Get your ass.
So that's how I feel about it. Like, we ain't got to talk about this shit, but I feel like men we got to be a little stronger in our emotions when it comes to women, because we so tender with tender over bitches. These bitches is taking all kind of blows from us. We be having these women down there suicidal, and then as soon as they do something out of pocket, oh my God, nigga, we act like straight hoes. You know, we can't handle that shit. So I feel like you can, you know, you gotta think, man. Having a 99% good bitch, I'm gonna ask this is the question I want to ask y'all into the chat. If your woman is 99% solid, do you have a good bitch?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why every time that 1% show his head, we be tripping?
I mean, how many of us have had a 99% good bitch?
A lot of time we have the bitches with abilities to be 99%, and we don't cultivate that.
Ramon said, "What's the 1% though?"
I know that 1% is that threesome or that baby daddy tattoo, nigga. But I'm just that tongue ring, goddamn it. But it is our job to raise up a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Into your standards.
But see, the problem is most of them think they are 90% or 99% good bitch when they're not. They really 40%, 30%. They done told themselves they told themselves that they were a 99% good bitch, but they didn't actually be that.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I feel about that? And again, I ain't saying you wrong, because you're right. There's some just bitches that ain't on shit and they try to posture. But this is what I'm gonna say about that. This is why I put it back on us men. It's just like having a really good job. Most people that find a really good job with good benefits, good pay, easy job, change their life kind of money, they go in there and act right. They go in there, they be on time, they do their job, they go in there professional, they act right, because they do not want to lose this good ass job. But if the bitch feel like this job ain't about shit, this job ain't providing me with much, she's not going to give you her best motherfucking work ethic. She's not going to give a fuck enough to keep the job. So sometimes you got bitches that might be a hundred bitch, but she can't be 100 bitch with you because you don't provide enough like that good job would. You don't make her life value. You don't make her value her position with you, is what I'm trying to say. So it's really important that we make the bitch value her position with us to the point where she can't fuck it off, where she'll be stupid to fuck it up. And a lot of us don't do it. I'm guilty of this. I had women that I fumbled because I was not making their life better. I wasn't really truly showing these bitches why they should be loyal, why they should be solid, why they should be 100%. I didn't give them enough reason to be. But every time I did, I watched the women just impress me with how they treat me, impress me what kind of women they are. So it is really important for us to set the stage for these bitches to thrive. And if they still don't, well, then you got a raggedy bitch and you replace her. But she gonna be salty because she lost a good job. Now, if you lose a bitch and she ain't salty, you wasn't a good job. She like, I can get another one of them. That wasn't shit. You know what I mean? I'll go to McDonald's and replace all that. That
I
nigga
called the
did.
temp office on Monday. I have some
Yeah,
of this shit going
thank
on.
you. I just do hair in my mama basement, and that's gonna equate what this nigga was bringing to the table. So you got to realize that a lot of the responsibility be on us every time. This what manhood is. This go back to what we've been talking about all night. Manhood take accountability, man. Even when somebody do us wrong, a nigga, even if a nigga stole from me, I'm gonna look at myself first. Did I not see something? Did I not pay attention to this nigga good enough? Was I leaving my shit out exposed? Was I not feeding the niggas enough where sharing the wealth where they even want to take my shit? Like what happened? I'm a ask myself shit first. That's me. But you know,
we definitely do got to endure a lot more when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Men do have to endure a hell of a lot more, and have to put up with a lot more, and be okay with a lot more than what women have to put up with as far as when it comes to the relationship aspect, because a lot of it is put on us. And it just
a lot
depends
like
on
what was put on y'all more than women.
everything. A lot of shit. The responsibilities of doing a lot of things which you're supposed to do as a man. So you have to be strong enough to handle those things and be I don't know what word to use, but as far as having the ability to do what you have to do and what you need to do to maintain that relationship, despite all the extra obstacles that may come into play. Because at the end of the day, you have to not settle. You don't have to settle, but you do have to embrace who the person is that you're with, because the person that you're with isn't going to be exactly who you want them to be.
Okay, that's a good point. Now, speaking of settling, I do want to talk about Big Sean and Jhene Aiko. Okay.
Great segue.
Yeah. So Big Sean and Jhene Aiko, they've been dating seriously and kind of on and off for probably about the last, I want to say like 8 years or something like that, 8-9 years. They have a child together that's now like about 2 years old. And Big Sean was being interviewed by Charlemagne, and he was asking him about when they're going to get married. And Big Sean essentially said, there's still some work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done before they get married. So I wanted to know from y'all as men, what work is it that needs to be done that's not realized or understood at this point in a relationship? Like having a kid together and being together that long.
I go first then. Sometimes when niggas say we gotta work on more shit before we get married, it's a stall tactic. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not quite ready to do all that. You know what I'm saying? It could be some truth in it. It could be some things like I don't see you as a wife yet. I don't see you as you still want a career. Like here's a good point, especially because we're talking about Jhene Aiko and Big Sean. You're a celebrity and a musician, and you have a career. My wife, first job need to be my wife. And that's hard for you to do in a situation you in. You might be a good girlfriend. You might be a good woman. I might see a lot of potential in you, but right now your career come first. And I don't want to stop that. I don't want to hate that. I don't want to stand in the way of that. So right now you're not wifey material. You're not quite ready to be my wife because you need to be in the forefront right now. You need to cultivate some talents that you have. And I don't want to get in the way of that. But being my wife got to be my wife.
Okay, but if you know she wants to get married and y'all are having these talks, what are you still waiting for?
Because, bitch, you want a wedding. That don't mean you want to be my wife. I asked you about your tour. You said, I'm still going on tour. Bitch, you pregnant. I don't care. All right. Okay, all right. I done told you shit. And you disobeyed my direct order. So I don't want, listen, it could be that. Or it could be simply, I'm not ready. I'm a hoe. Okay, I'm out here getting plenty
to get it out.
Yeah, I'm still out here getting plenty. And I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to put your name with my name, knowing that I'm not ready, knowing that I'm going to hurt you. It hurt now. It's going to hurt more when you carry my last name. I ain't ready. There's some more work to do. You know what I'm saying? And the work might be my work. But a lot of people stall those things because they just don't see what they need to see, because they go back to that good job. If my wife was a good job, or my woman was such a good job, and I do not want to miss this opportunity, I'm marrying her motherfucking ass.
Oh shit! Did I freeze?
Well, yeah, you might.
Yeah.
Go in and go out, bro.
Yeah.
I can't click nothing, but just keep talking. If y'all can hear me, I'm good. So
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Right. So that's my point. Like, I really, truly, I'm fair on that level. Like,
so it could be personal work.
Could be all of the above.
And it could be I need to see something else in our relationship before I take that step. They say that men know within a couple of years, though, if they really want to marry a woman. Is that true?
Nah. Hell no. Nah. Most men get married out of force or pressure or, all right, fuck it. All right, fuck it. Hold on, excuse me. It's two type of niggas. Let me fix this. There's some niggas that are some poop butt ass niggas, and they real romantics, and they be loving they bitch, and they, I can't wait to marry this bitch. It be 3 months in, this nigga on his knees and shit. Them type of niggas be wanting that shit, and they typically get cheated on and shit. But there's other type of niggas that the nigga that been with you 12 years, 15 years, 20 years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bitch. Like, what's the problem? We good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you. Didn't I get your name tatted on me? That's another cheat move we got. Like, bitch, get the kernel. I can't scratch this off, bitch.
He'll get a ring tattooed on his ring finger.
I get a ring tattooed. Right, I get you a whole picture of you on my motherfucking back, bitch. But they don't want to get in that paperwork. So that, but again, a lot of time when we got a woman like that, is we already got our main bitch, if that makes sense. You got a main bitch. That's your bitch. You know that's your bitch. You know what I'm saying? And if you a smart man, that's who you marry. If you a smart man, you marry that woman that's your bitch. You know that she is yours. That's who you marry. But a lot of men don't always agree that this is the best because she ain't the finest. She ain't the most beautiful. Like, her body ain't the best. Her sex ain't the best. She real willing and horny, but it's all right. It's a good 8 out of 10, but this bitch is fucking on a level of 10. So niggas are really put off some really solid women for these simple ass reasons. And they just hold on like, man, like,
yeah.
But
and sometimes I think men get engaged because they see a lick in that woman too.
Oh, of course you got them niggas, but they didn't even ask to marry the bitch. That was still the bitch. The niggas that's living off of bitches, she bought her own ring. She paid for the wedding. She, you know what I'm saying? It's still her. You know what I'm saying? That nigga didn't want to marry her either, but because he added her, he ain't got no choice. If he want a place to live, like, I got to get married next week because this bitch gonna put me out.
Well, I haven't been in you crazy. I haven't been in a lot of serious relationships, but I would say the longest I had to wait.
Pack, G, no, we got to get your audio together, G. Dog.
Next week we gonna get him right. But like I was gonna say, like the longest I had to wait was 3 years for that, and I never asked. I never pressured. I never tried to talk with either one. Yeah. So I guess it just depends, I guess, on how they see you and what your situation is.
But a lot of niggas, like I said, I don't know your story, but if a nigga needs a bitch and he's trying to marry you out of need, that ain't a good relationship.
And that's possible too. But I definitely know my first one wasn't. I was too young. Like, I was way younger than him. He did not need me. So it wasn't about that. I think it just was, he just never felt that way before, and he just never had that kind of situation. He was a real street dude, so he was just in his feelings about it. But I don't know. I'm just saying that's my experience. I don't know other people.
I can't speak for other people either, but I am a guy who I'm a romance kind of nigga. I'm a lover. I'm a lover boy. I'm Packy called me tender dick. He said I be tender with these hoes. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy the company of women more than men. I've always been like that.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm a one-man army. So I don't, need to be clicked up with niggas all the time. But in all of the relationships I had, I met a lot of quality women. There's a lot of women that could have been great. But I'm gonna tell y'all, like I picked what I said you should pick. I picked a woman that I knew was mine.
Yeah.
And I promise you I ain't regret that shit yet.
Yeah.
This shit is a breeze, actually. If anybody fucking up, it's me not appreciating just how motherfucking good I got it sometimes. But
Yeah.
I got it good. And it is go back to, you being wise enough to see what's valuable. And when you see that good job, I was saying, oh, this is an opportunity. I can't fuck this up. A lot of women ain't that. They think they that, but they don't check all the boxes, you know. So I had to snatch mine up, because if I didn't snatch mine up, promise you, whoever she was gonna be with was gonna be getting the same shit. Because she don't treat me this good because I'm so special. She treat me this good because that's who she is as a woman. This is the type of wife she would be for anybody she was married to. So I was like, let me get this wife right here, because it ain't too many wives walking around this bitch.
Yeah.
So I ended up.
But it sounds like y'all
doing
then
it.
both lucked up, because it's not a lot of dudes that can see that in a woman and appreciate that in a woman and reward that in a woman. A lot of dudes will drain the hell out of you because you love them so much, and because you'll do anything for them. They won't necessarily wipe you. They'll just keep using you as much as they can and tell you they don't give a fuck about you. So that's good that y'all found each other.
But I'm that same nigga too. So my wife testimony would be, he's a loving man. He saw value in me and he appreciates me. Other women would have said, who, that hoe ass nigga? That nigga ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it all gotta fit. It all gotta mix. Like with Jhene, Aiko, and Big Sean. Big Sean probably know a bunch of women that are quality women that ain't. I don't see a celebrity like Jhene Aiko. My personal opinion. I don't know her personally. I'm just her whole vibe that I get from her.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seeing a wife. I don't see wife. Nah. I see celebrity bitch. I see songstress. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they call it. I don't see wife. And it ain't that a wife can't have a career, but a wife true job in a marriage is to be whatever that husband need her to be. And a husband's job is to be whatever that wife needs him to be. Them your first two jobs. Them your first jobs.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing before that if you truly want to be with somebody. And if you start putting anything above that, you're going to lose who you got, or they will be operating with you in lack because you're not fulfilling their needs now, because you're not putting them first like you're supposed to. And then as far as the kids, women like to put the kids over their husband. If you got a good husband, putting him first is helping the kids.
Yes.
Putting him first is keeping him around the kids. Putting him first is giving him a reason to work hard for you and the kids, or feeling, like he's, has a duty to do. Mm-hmm. But mistreating him and putting your kids over him, why the fuck would he work hard for y'all?
Damn. Give him the big piece of chicken, ladies.
Yeah, give me a big piece of chicken. Yeah, give him as soon as he hit the table. Look, Pac G like, hell yeah, oh my mama.
I don't want no motherfucking drumstick, bitch.
I mean, serious. And that goes back to ideology. Now, what if Big Sean done had conversations with her about she younger too. So what if she believes in LBG? I can't even say the shit, the gay shit. What if she believes that if a son wants to be a woman, she wants to accept that? I'm like, hold up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So you disobeyed my direct order. This is gonna be a boy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying you will have problems getting to know who you so-called fucking with and have kids with. You don't find out all the time. You don't find out after years. I was with my kids' mom, one of them, for some years before I really start peeping some things where I was like, you know what? This might not be best for me. You know what I'm saying? It might take a while. But a lot of it was me too. Like I was telling GMS, a lot of it was I wasn't ready either. I didn't have enough to make a woman believe in me enough. So a lot of her lack was due to my lack. Go ahead.
The moral of the story is you got to make sure the foundation is right. If the foundation ain't right, it'll always come crashing down no matter what. You can have your good moments, you can have your bad moments, you can have perfect moments. If the foundation is off, that is an inevitable recipe for disaster. And things that can help your foundation be solid is being honest in the beginning, being upfront, letting people know your real intentions, not the intentions you want them to hear so that you can get them on your team, but what your real intentions are, the things that you may even be embarrassed about, things that you are like. I think at this point we all should know by now, being upfront and honest about who you are will always help you win in the end with the person that you're trying to be with. Because if they accept that, if they accept those things off the bat, anything that happens down the line, you know that it wasn't on you. They changed at some point.
But that's what people do, G. Like who you are is not the same decade after decade. You know what I'm saying?
That's not my point. I'm talking about as far, because you're always gonna evolve. You're always gonna change. You're always gonna even think different. You may not even agree with the same points that you had 5 years ago. What I'm saying is, you tell somebody the type of person that you are right now. You tell them about who you are. You tell them about the things that you like. You've lived enough life to know what you like and what you don't like out of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think those change up too much as you get older.
I disagree with that, bro. Because you got to experience enough shit. You got to experience enough shit to know what you like and don't like. That's why rushing into relationships young is a bad idea. You don't even know what you like until you experience it. You don't even know what your career you might want to have until you had a few jobs and different things. You don't know nothing about yourself young. And this is just the facts. As I'm at 41 years old, I probably didn't know myself till last fucking year, God damn it. Like, yeah, real shit.
I guess I'm speaking from my current age. You're right about the age part of it. If you are young, you definitely don't know. And I as a matter of fact, I encourage people that are young, don't date. Go out and have fun.
Or I would say this: date, but don't take it serious. Because let's go back to what you started with, which was foundation. This is what I want to say a foundation is, in my opinion. A foundation for a man is him getting out in the world, showing himself and everybody around him that he can survive on his own. You got to start with that foundation, because now anybody you add to your life is a choice and not a necessity. Right. And if you don't add people into your life because you chose them, you already fucking up. Yeah. And same thing with a woman. She has to get out in this world, learn to stand on her own, you know, and figure out herself and what she requires. And then her love can be based on desire and what she truly wants, and not out of circumstance. Well, he was the first nigga that hollered at me, or well, she was the bitch that blah blah blah, or oh, I got her pregnant, or all these different reasons why we build on relationships, but we didn't never do it alone first. Yeah. So it's the same thing with if I'm building a motherfucking street crew. I'm like, nigga, what have you done out here, nigga? You like, you know what I'm saying? Who is you, nigga? You know, like you got to come with already something established, and we build a coalition. I'm not trying to hold niggas' hands and build them up and then wonder why this nigga snitching all of a sudden. I ain't know his pedigree. I ain't know what he was about. I ain't know. I'm just saying. I mean, I took it somewhere way the fuck different.
No, that's true. That's true.
I'm trying to use it as an example. I don't know you. I don't know what you capable of. I don't know what you would do in bad situations. Same thing with relationships. A lot of women be like, oh, I'm with this dude and everything good, and then some trouble come and this nigga don't know how to handle it. Now she looking at you like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, I thought you made it seem like you was a nigga. You was the man. Like, now you folding under pressure, or you get with a woman and you thought that she was different, and now you go through something. You like, hold up, bitch. So it's very important that y'all take y'all time to get to know one another. But the first bare minimum, that foundation is you as a woman that do not need me. You just want me. You desire me, and vice versa. I don't need you, bitch. I like you. I think you pretty. I want to get to know you. If we're not building off of that foundation, we fucking up already.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Binky, what's your thoughts on foundation?
I mean, shit, everything you said is real. Basically, you know, that's how I kind of live my life anyway. I've always, as an adult, tried to make sure that whatever my situation is, I can afford it by myself. You know what I'm saying? No matter what apartment I lived in or any kind of car, whatever I got it knowing I had, you know, multiple incomes there. But I got that price point because I know that if this shit don't work out, I got it on my own. And anybody I've ever been with, I wanted them. I never needed them. You know?
I think that's important,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I've done shit out of need too. I kept bitches around because I was just not having it having my shit together like I could have.
Yeah.
So I went with the first bitch who had my back. Like, well, shit, I go over here. I'll live with this bitch for a minute, get on my feet. Didn't want her. Didn't knew I was just letting her hold me down till I get back right.
Yeah.
I did that a few times. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell y'all, I began to learn myself when I had to do it on my own.
Mhm.
When I got to choose who I put around me. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I know it for a fact. You got to do your own thing for a while, and you're gonna learn so much about yourself,
Yeah.
and you won't tolerate dumb shit because you like, you know what, bitch, I'm
You don't
letting
have
you
to
in
be
my
here.
space. Yeah, I'm letting you in my space, bitch. We don't do smelly feet, bitch. Go wash your goddamn feet. Get them off my couch, bitch. Or whatever.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
saying, whatever it is, you're gonna have so many particular ass ways about yourself. That way, when you find a woman that you can vibe with, or you don't even mind her feet smelling, you're like, you know what? I like this bitch so much. You could, bitch, put your feet up.
Come here,
I'm gonna rub these little stanky
Frito toes, bitch.
like when you find that bitch, then you like, okay, I want her because I'm going against my own goddamn rules.
This is my
bitch.
baby.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, but it got to come from that standpoint of, man, I don't need this bitch.
Yeah.
I want to be here. I want to teach her how to wash feet. You know what I'm saying? That's love.
Yes. Yeah. Word. Okay.
What else we got? Are we done? Matter of fact,
I think that's a good place to end it, but it's up to you.
we can end it because Marcus on, and we don't want to, keep people from being able to go watch the bro show. And I'm surprised this many people stuck around.
Still here. Thank you
we
guys
appreciate
so
y'all.
much.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Unmute
was a
yourself,
great
Pack,
show.
and fuck it.
Yeah, we're gonna give it
Yeah.
we're gonna give it a shot, Pack G. Go ahead, brother.
It still ain't working.
It's working.
No, it's working, bro.
It
We
sound
hear you.
good. We let it rest. Just say yes, just say yes a few times.
Motherfucker,
You had so much to add, didn't you, G?
bitch. I had so
Bro,
much to say for so long.
how
You
about
should
this? How about this though? How about this? Next week, we're gonna bring up some relationship shit.
Yes.
And your audio we're gonna have for sure together. And then we'll be able to cover some of this shit. I mean, we could talk about a whole nother story and still get into some of this same shit.
Yeah, because we got to hear Packy's perspective.
we
We
there.
need to hear that shit. And thank you
Say
guys
less, we
so
there.
much for
We
like the
there.
love in the chat. Old Head Tech, thank you. T-Fam1, Daryl, LaDonna.
Thanks
Shout
for
out.
the cash
Shout out
apps,
to the
the
chat, man.
support. Yeah. Y'all, other than that,
Love
y'all have a
all
good
that,
night, man. We'll be back next week. And y'all, we didn't make it clear enough to y'all. Binky birthday was this past weekend, man. So if y'all got it in your heart, it's a little late, but shit, it ain't over. She's still celebrating, man. She's a young ripe. No, I'm just saying.
I am young and ripe. Though.
Every year we get a little older. Yeah. We should celebrate a little harder, man, because life is short, man, and we got to enjoy every moment. So if y'all can help her enjoy her moment, her cash app is on the bottom. Binky Bianca, $, Binky Bianca. All right,
definitely.
I think we good, y'all.
Hey, take us out, Packy.
We out, y'all.
Peace.
3G's, man. Much love, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna pull up next week, same time. We here
for sure.
Always.